Good afternoon and welcome back to Saturday afternoon hockey. It's the Panthers, it's the Capitals. We're ready to roll. This is going to be a great game. Game 3 between the Caps and the Panthers. I'm so excited. Thank you everyone for coming back today. Happy we had a great game last night. We're back today, and of course, we're going to be back tomorrow with lots more NHL hockey. So good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in. Mel, how's it going? Not my circus. Ian, up. Let's scroll back. Conrad, welcome in. Caps fan, happy to have you here. Hayden, hello. How is it going? Everybody, thank you again. And Ian, yeah, the Kings had a tough night last night. Soccer scarf for hockey. Oh, it's not just, whoop, that's the wrong side. Here we go. There we go. We're ready to roll. It's Panthers Day. We're going for the Panthers. What's up? We're all set. It's Panther time. It's time for the hunt. We're going to have some fun. AAU, what's up? TJ, Max, how's it going? And welcome in to Game 3, Panthers versus the Caps. This is going to be a lot of fun. Anytime you get a chance to see some of the greats in Alex Ovechkin, Barkov, Jonathan Huberdeau, so many great players playing today. Let's not waste any time and let's jump right in to the lineups for tonight and the keys to the game. And while we're going through, if you wouldn't mind hitting that share, helping share the stream out, and let's get some new folks coming in. This is the first time we're going off book and doing something other than the Leafs. So here it is, the Panthers projected lineup for tonight's tilt. We got the first line, Carter Verhaeghe with Aleksander Barkov and Anthony Duclair. We got Jonathan Huberdeau with the Sams, Sam Bennett and Sam Reinhart. The third line, Mason Marchment with Antoine Lundell and Claude Giroux. Giroux having a huge impact for the Panthers since coming over. On the grinder line, Noel Acciari with Eetu Luostarinen and Patrick Hornquist. Back on the D-line for the Panthers, Mackenzie Weegar with Aaron Ekblad. Gustav Forsling with Rakudo Gudas. Big Ben Sherratt with Brendan Montador. And getting the call in between the pipes yet again, Sergei Bobrovsky. Lots of players scratched for tonight's game. Lindbaum, Joe Thornton, Carlson, Maxime, Robert Hagg, Jonas Johansson, and Ryan Lumberg. Coming in for the Caps in the Capitals projected lineup. Does anyone know, is Tom Wilson playing? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Tom Wilson is not playing. He is out with a lower body injury. So here is the changes in the projected lineup for the Caps. Alex Ovechkin with Evgeny Kuznetsov and Connor Sheary. On the second line for the Caps, Marcus Johansson with Nick Backstrom and T.J. Oshie. Then on the third line, Anthony Mantha with Lars Eller and Garrett Hathaway. Then we got Johan Larsson with Nick Dodd and Brett Leeson. Back on the D-line for the Caps, Martin Fairvey with John Carlson, Dmitry Orlov with Nick Jensen, and Trevor Van Riemsdyk with Nick Schultz. And getting the call tonight for the Caps, Vitek Vanecek. He is in the lineup in net for the Caps. Scratch, Connor McMichael is out. Axel Johan Felby is out. Matt Irwin is out. Kempney is out. And Hunter Shepard is out. On the injured list, Carl Hagelin is out with a left eye injury, and Tom Wilson with that lower body injury. So there are 3 key games. Caps need Wilson. They do, and it's going to be interesting to see how they play without him. He has been a real spark plug for the Caps. So here are the keys to the game. Number 1 key is at home on the road. Florida, going into Washington, needs to pick up and maintain how they've played all year on the road. Florida, very comfortable being on the road. They have 54 road points, going 24-11-6 during the regular season, which was tied with the Hurricanes and Flames for the second best record in the NHL, only behind Washington, who had 56 points on the road. So feeling at home on the road is going to be a big deal. We got to bottle. If you're a Caps fan, you got to bottle up the Panthers. The Panthers, much like the Leafs, play a speed game. They use their speed, quick shots, smart hockey quickly moving the puck. It is going to be key for the Caps to bottle up that speed, maintain their physical game, and shut the Panthers down. The Panthers are going to have to get out there and look to exploit Washington using that speed. And last but not least, the big key is the Ovechkin outbreak. Ovi, you can't shut him down. We know you can't shut him down, but you have to contain him. And that's what's going to be the Panthers' big job tonight, is containing Alex Ovechkin, keeping his shots to a minimum, and watching when he sets up top of that circle for that huge, huge blast. For Ovechkin, he's got to find a way of getting himself free. He's got to be able to move around. He's got to be able to get those shots off and move the puck to create space. We know Ovechkin can do it all. Without Tom Wilson here upping the physicality, we don't want Ovechkin to get tied up and taking some of that role. The Caps need him to play offensively and get the job done. Those are the keys to the game, kind of for both teams. This is going to be an exciting one. These teams have been on fire. Washington taking the first game 4-2 over the Panthers. Panthers coming back in game 2, putting up a 5-1 score. So we'll have to see how they do it today. Dallas, what's going on? Welcome in. Oh boy, Triton host got me watching hockey now. Triton, do you get this game as well? Are you getting on the live hockey train? So they're just doing the anthems right now in Washington. They're getting set to go. This is going to be such a great game. Unleash the fury, says Bernie. Bernie, welcome in. This is going to be a good one. Mel says, I just had some Swiss cream cake. Oh, and too bloated for more. That sounds divine. Cake is good any time of the day. Host, yes, I'm getting this game too. Awesome. Triton, fantastic. Triton getting all the games now. So let's take a look at the last couple games. The big point getter, Verhaeghe for Florida, he has 5 points in his last 5. He also has 3 goals. Listerainen with 3 assists. And Forsling on the defense for the Panthers with a +6. Looking at the Caps, we got Carlson. He's got 2 points in his last 5. 1 goal. Mantha with 2 assists in his last 5, and TJ Oshie a +1. Both goaltenders 1-1. Venisic putting up a 4.21 goals against average, where Bobrovsky has a 2.02. So it'll be very interesting to see how these teams fare out. The big minus for the Caps, taking a quick scroll through, Garrett Hathaway is a -3 in 2 games. He's got to watch that. The Hathaway line, they need to do better for the Caps. On the defensive side, Nick Jensen as well, -4. That's not going to get it done. Caps all around need to step it up and play a little bit better. On the Panthers side, the guys to watch, there's so many of them. Jonathan Huberdeau set an NHL record for assists. He could light it up. You got to watch out for him. Claude Giroux, always dangerous. Barkov, always dangerous. The Bennett's off to a great start. Florida is just really rolling, continuing what they did in the regular season. Care, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, it's the Panthers. It's the Caps. Soul Eater, welcome in. Happy to have you here. Chrono, when can Caps fans expect Tom Wilson back? I didn't see a time frame on his return, so we'll have to see. All it says is lower body injury. And of course, when it's playoff time, you never get the true report. You never really know. So for all we know, Wilson could be back in the next game. He could be out the series. They really don't release a whole lot of that information. So McMichael's going to go in. Okay, awesome. So there's a change from the projected lineup. Connor McMichael coming in his first playoff game on the 3rd line. That's amazing. Connor McMichael, he's a good young prospect. High hopes for him. He's going to look really good. I was quite impressed with seeing him play throughout the year. So they're getting ready to drop the puck. The Caps are on the ice. The fans are already loud and noisy. They come to center ice. It's game time. Puck is dropped. Panthers are going to win that one. Barkov wins the draw and bring it all the way back. Our scoreboard up top, as always, brought to you by Sportsnet Ontario, and our NHL on Ice is brought to you by NHL.com. Here's Florida, quick shot to start it, and that's gloved and held. Quick shot there by Barkov, and they're just going to have, I have a feeling they're just going to throw the puck at the net a whole lot. So this is interesting. So this here is saying Samsonov is actually in goal tonight. So it looks like some more changes to the projected lineup as Samsonov getting the start. Looks like a full house of the arena. It's going to be packed in Washington. They are fantastic supporters. I'm going to game 4 on Monday. Conrad, that's amazing. Fantastic. Very misused this season to be playing the middle. Eller needs to slide the wing. Yeah, McMichael, he's so fast. You got to utilize that speed. Here's Washington bringing it into Florida zone, but it's turned over. Comes up to Duclair. He misses the pass. It's going to come back into Washington territory. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Jeep Man, what's going on? If you're just coming in, hit that like button. We'd appreciate it. And thank you for joining us for afternoon hockey. The Caps, the Panthers. Let's go, Panthers. And here comes the Caps. Quick shot. That's high and wide. It's going to come all the way down. And Washington Orlov has to come back and get it. Orlov trying to send it ahead for Johansson. That goes wide. Bennett's going to carry it in. Coming right through. He's taken off his feet. Crashes down. Puck slides behind the net. Florida trying to get it out front, but Washington's going to steal. The Caps start to move. They're coming up 4 men strong. Crossing the line. Backstrom takes a shot. Save. And Orlov trying to poke it free on the rebound. And Bobrovsky is going to hold on to that. Great play. Nice little pace so far. Both teams skating well. Coming out to play. Leafs need to play the Caps. Wouldn't that be an exciting series? That would be fantastic. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to come to fruition, but we'll have to wait and see. So Washington knows they're in this series. It's tied 1-1. The winner of the series goes up 2-1 and gets the advantage. Quick shot. Oh, nice tip in. And that's going to be grabbed and held by Bobrovsky. More rough stuff in front of the net. McMichael there kind of throwing some lefts and rights. They're all going to jump in and split it up. Both teams showing their grit first thing out of the gate. Good afternoon, Charlie. Welcome in. Nice block shot from the line, but Van Riemsdyk gets it right back, just bobbles it into the net. Jeep Man, thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate that. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. Got to reset those graphics. Get that goal horn to pop up in front. Appreciate that. Thank you, everyone. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, follow Jeep Man. Hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 1,700 subscribers. Washington has it deep in Florida territory, behind the net, coming out in front. Oh, just put it too far out of his reach. Gudis is going to flip it out. It's going to roll all the way to Washington blue line, but the Caps are going to pick it up. They do turn it over in the neutral zone. Florida's going to dump it in, but from the wrong side of center ice. That's going to be called for icing. It's going to come all the way back to Florida territory. So it's another one of these cases where we have a team that's very skillful with lots of speed and a team that's full of grit and can grind, but also has some unbelievable shot power in the Caps. So which way is this game going to go? On the draw, it's a scramble, and they're actually going to throw the Capital player out of the face-off. So I think Ovechkin's going to come in to take the draw. No, he's not. Who's sliding in there? Oshie's going to come in and take the draw. Oshie against Lundell. Yeah. Florida's going to win it. They try and get it out. There's Triton firing up the Caps early on. And again, the Panthers are going to ice it. There's some interesting things that happened around the league last night. 2 instances actually happened in Boston. If you didn't see the game, after a goal, the fans banging on the glass, a big piece of the glass fell into the penalty box and fell on top of the timekeeper. He had to be escorted out on a stretcher. As well, earlier in the game, the ice crew with the garbage can full of all the snow they shoveled was skating around the ice, and they actually skated right into the official. And the linesman went down. He was a little shaken up, but he was okay. So 2 very bizarre scenarios in the Boston game last night. Washington has it back in their zone. They're looking to move it up. Ovechkin fans on the pass, and it comes right back. Washington going to try it again, trying to get up on the side. Ovechkin is there, but he's kind of blocked. Nice little pinch there. Now it comes out. Here's what Ovechkin. He's racing in on Huberdeau, taking Huberdeau into the boards. Big hit by Ovechkin. It's going to come around and out. Here comes Florida flying down the side, top of the circle, shoots, he scores! Look at that, the Panthers on the board. Holy moly, flying down. Was that Huberdeau after taking that big bump? Takes a big bump by Ovechkin. The puck comes around and Huberdeau gets on his horses, flies down the ice, picks up the puck, makes a play out of nowhere, and blasts it past the Washington goaltender. Mike Smith, welcome in. Hey, Morgan, what's up? Welcome in. What a shot by Huberdeau. Glove side, top corner, breaks the cookie jar on the top shelf. Great shot. Jonathan Huberdeau getting it done, putting the Panthers up to an early 1-0 lead. I agree, G-Man. Panthers are solid, and they are looking good. What a beautiful, beautiful goal by Jonathan Huberdeau. We got 17 minutes to go in the first period. Working through. Shots 3 for Washington, 2 for Florida. Coming around, here it is. Jensen skating the line. He's going to throw it in front. That's blocked and knocked down. Hornquist, he's going to airlift it out. Washington bringing it back, getting it up to Orlov. Orlov hitting Backstrom. Backstrom throwing it across, trying to hit Johansson. But Florida picks up the puck. They slide it out. Orlov is there to intercept it, but they has his pocket picked. Here comes again another shot. That one's high and wide. Florida looking really good early in this game. Clearly, they went to bed early last night because they are on their horses. Panthers, they misplayed that pass. Here comes the Caps now, working their way in. Moving around, big hit there in the corner. Larson's trying to get the puck. Comes around, held in by the Caps. Nice play. Here's Washington. He's going to throw it behind the net. That was Hathaway. Quick shot, tipped. Bobrovsky just got a piece of that. Florida picking up the loose puck. Verhaeghe, he's going to get it out, but has it stolen in the neutral zone. Tipped in, race for it. There's Janssen coming in, crashing to the net. Who was that? Nick Dowd crashing to the net. Florida taking exception to that. Unbelievable. But Bobrovsky standing tall, making the save. Great, great play. Who's got the most wins, Florida, in this series? Well, right now it's tied. It's 1-1. This is game number 3. Florida out to the early lead. Nice save by Bobrovsky. Dodd came in. Gudas kind of forced him in. So that was as much on Gudas as it was on Dodd. So we're getting set up. Giroux's line on the ice now. Getting ready to take the draw. Giroux against Eller. Bobrovsky's shaking it off. He's set up. Washington wins it. Back to the point. First shot is blocked. Second shot gets through. Tipped and just fell down in front of Eller, but he couldn't grab the puck. Comes back to Eller. Eller has Ekblad all over him. It's going to come to the other side. Florida in there, squeezing it, trying to get it through. It comes back to the point. Stolen by Florida. Long pass. 2-on-1 for Florida. Oh, no, 2-on-2. I missed the other player coming up. Marchment takes a hard hit. Ooh, and that looked like it was on the chin. Marchment shaking up there. I hope he's okay because I have him in my pool. Miss Breezer, what's up? Hope you're doing well, Miss Breezer. Hope you are doing well. Ekblad is back to pick it up. Sitting on the back deck watching hockey with Sam. Does it get any better? Dallas, it would only be better if I was outside as well. I actually thought about taking the stream outside, but the glare, it's hard to see. So they only rough him up a little. Quick shot. Spun him around. Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Just anytime you see a shoulder come close to the jaw, you worry about concussion. Coming through, stolen by Florida. They get it out and clear it. Washington, outside of the goal that Florida scored, Washington has definitely been controlling the game. Here they come again, and that's going to be called on the offside. Whoa, Kuznetsov goes down. Gudas kind of linked arms doing a little do-si-do. Gudas goes down, taking Kuznetsov on top of him. So lots of hockey today. We have this game now. At 4 o'clock or 4:30 will be Colorado, Nashville. Then at 7 o'clock, Pittsburgh and Rangers, followed by 9:30, Dallas and Calgary. And if you're a big fan of Pittsburgh or the Rangers, make sure to check out our friends over on the FPEN network. They do a great job calling Ranger games. So definitely want to check that out. We'll get the link for you for later on. Washington keeping it in. Here comes Johansson breaking towards the net, sends it in front, and they couldn't get it on net. Washington is doing all the right things. They just can't get the shot to the net. Here's the Caps setting it in front. It hops out of the line, comes all the way down. Florida looking to pick it up. They're going to dump it in and chase. Florida gets there first, gets it, the shot on net. Samsonov makes the save. Holy moly. It's hockey all day. Yes, it is. It's playoff time. Quick shot, rebound. Washington is there. Can't capitalize. Backstrom so close, but yet so far. Caps going back to the point. Setting it up. So circle. Sliding it in front. Tipped. Rebound. It's loose. Florida's going to pick it up and clear yet again. Capitals with a great start. Even though they're down, they're controlling the play, and they're starting to make some opportunities for themselves. They're going to dump it in. Ovechkin is chasing. Bobrovsky comes out to play it. Knocked down on the side by Oshie. Florida just gets it out. They're going to slide it up. Here comes Akari. He's going to dump it in. We got the chase. Lusteron, he's going to chase it down, and we got a call. Holding penalty coming up. Who's getting it? Looks like it could be Washington going to the box. John Carlson, I believe, is going to the box. Florida's going to get on the power play. They are up 1-0. They're going to a commercial break. As soon as they return, Florida's going to get to put their power play unit in and see what they could do. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon for a 1 o'clock hockey start. As you're coming in, make sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate it wholeheartly. So we talked about those bizarre stories in Boston last night. Here's one from the LA Edmonton game. Apparently was that the Oilers were going to practice and the lights were turned off. And let me just make sure I get this story right, because it was a very bizarre situation. So I want to make sure I get this right. So it was Edmonton. Yeah, it was Edmonton going into LA. LA Kings had practiced at a different practice facility earlier in the day, and the Oilers went into practice and the lights were off. They couldn't get the venue lights turned on for the Oilers to practice. And the Oilers ice crew the Kings ice crew wouldn't give the Oilers the nets. So as the Oilers came on, they had no nets and they had no lights. Now, eventually it all got sorted out, but this is something you hear year after year when the other team, the visiting team, comes in and the conditions aren't the best for getting an effective practice. No nets, no lights, just so bizarre. Now, of course, Edmonton absolutely handed it to the Kings last night. They said, "What's up?" and showed them the way. I think if we look back at the score, what was it? It was 8-2. I got this bug flying around my face. 8-2. The Oilers throttled the Kings last night. So here we go. It is. Oh, sorry. It's Washington getting the power play. Get out of here, bug. Washington is getting the power play. So Florida takes the holding call. So here, poor Kings. That's right. They got it. They got it handed to them. Here comes the Caps. The Caps on the power play, circling around, looking to set it up, and they do. Quick pass. That's tipped up and into the crowd. It's going to go out, so they're going to have to drop it and get it all done again. Miss Breezer, how's Dean and the boys? Everyone is great. Thank you for asking, Miss Breezer. Really appreciate it. Love bugs in Canada. Yeah. I was out doing some gardening stuff this morning, so I must have let it in when I had the doors open. But don't they know it's hockey time? I have no patience for bugs. Here we go. We had a Panther had his stick blade through the skate of one of the Caps. He finally was able to pull it out. And a whack to the back of the leg. Wow, Ekblad, that was a cheap little shot. Washington moving it around. They have it behind the net, trying to come out in front. Coming out. Washington, they turn it over. Here comes Florida. Florida's going to carry it up, trying to squeeze by Carlson, and that's taken down. They're whacking him, but good. Orlov calling for a penalty, but no penalty called. Washington's going to jump it right in. The Florida player had put his hand on the puck. That is a big no-no, but there was no call. All the way down the ice. Samsonov's going to come out and play it. Mish Marner in the house. What's going on? Mish, big win last night. Congratulations to you and the boys. Great, great win. Here comes the Caps. Throwing it around, we got a call. They're calling that on the offside. So we got 31 seconds left in the Washington power play, and they haven't really been able to get anything set up and going. Again, thank you, everybody, for coming in. As you're coming in, hit that like button. We'd appreciate it. And if it's your first time here, hit that subscribe as well. Washington, 31 seconds on the power play. Florida, though, up 1-0. Shots are 6-3 now in favor of the Caps, and Washington really has dominated this game in the early part. Florida has just been weathering the Cap storm. Here they come. Turned over. Florida's going to get that out and down the ice. That's, for the most part, going to kill off the remainder of the Washington power play. They have 10 seconds to go. Last rush. They'll get it in. They're not going to get a chance to get it set up. Reversing it around was Johansson. Johansson gets it back behind the net. 2-1. There we go. We're back at even strength. It comes over to Orlov. He goes in the slot. Oh, wow. What a shot opportunity for John Carlson, but he didn't get all of it. Florida's going to pick it up in the corner. It's a bouncing puck. They get it out to the neutral zone. Washington's just going to turn and fire it right back in. Capitals looking solid so far. But, of course, Florida got the point where it counts. It's going to get dumped in. Chased back is Jensen. He's going to pick it up for Washington, starting to move it up. It rolls past everybody, but somehow Washington picks it up inside the Florida zone. Working through. Florida picks it up, trying to spring the man. Marchment. He kind of gets interfered with and held up, but no call, and that's going to go for icing. A battle there, trying to win out the icing. That's something you don't see every day anymore. The icing battle is both players trying to get ahead, but it's broken up and called. Purple Queen, what's going on? Crystal Palace, hey there. How's it going? Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate it. We got such a great game here so far. Florida, Washington, 1-0 Panthers, 10-26 on the board, but Washington is controlling the play so far. We got a face-off in the Panther zone. Puck is dropped. Panthers just win it. They're going to clear it out. And that's all they've been doing so far is the Panthers clear it through the neutral zone. Washington picks it up and comes right back. Let's see if the Panthers can turn this around. They finally dump it down. Verhaeghe, he's in there for the Panthers. Looking to pull it between the legs of two Caps. He gets through for a second, and then he's put on his behind. Here's the Caps throwing it up, picked out of the air. Wow, nice play there by Barkov. Snags it out of the air like a lacrosse play, and he brings it down. Big hit on a Panther in the corner, and Washington's able to get it all the way down the ice. Sheary in there, trying to get it. Panthers are going to pick up the loose puck. Now they're going to start to move it through the neutral zone. They're coming in. He's got Huberdeau with them. Elects to take the shot, and it goes wide. Barkov picks it up. He takes a shot. Barkov is knocked off the play. Nice by Eller. Eller has the puck. Barkov kind of chasing him around a little bit. Eller's going to swing it back behind the net. Washington. Van Riemsdyk there, as well as Justin Schultz. Schultz, he's going to pick it up. Over to Van Riemsdyk. They're going to pop it off the boards. Gudis, though, picks it up. They get it ahead. Lundell going to move it through the neutral zone. Here comes Marchment. Marchment just rolls it in. Florida has it behind the net. Giroux is in there. He gets tied up. Marchment is trying to get it free. Marchment has it in his feet. Comes to Gudis. Gudis holding it at the line. Sends it in front. Giroux tips it just wide. Lundell sends it back to Giroux. Washington's going to pick it up. Lundell tried to hold it in, but he couldn't get there in time. It comes all the way back. Florida is going to pick it up. Montour is going to start to set up the play. Here comes Montour down to 8.5. It's on if you're on headphones. I can hear it, but Sam's call is better to me. Oh, is it the audio? I missed the early call there. Can we at least get the audio from the game? I can turn the audio up a little bit. But I'll tell you, these announcers are not overly good. Coming in around behind the net. Florida dumping it in front. Quick shot. Nice save by Samsonov. Sorry, Samsonov, as the announcers say. Ovechkin, he has this look on his face right now that it's a little hard to read. It's showing a little bit of frustration. It's showing a little bit of annoyance. But Ovechkin throwing the body, laying a fantastic hit. Absolutely taking out Akari behind. Great play by the Great Eight. They're going to go to commercial break, and I'm going to take this time again to say thank you all for coming in. Hit that like. 100 people in the chat. Let's get the likes to reflect a little bit closer to 100. I'd appreciate that. And if you're new for the first time, hit that subscribe button. If you're interested to use the custom emojis, we have channel memberships available. For as low as a cup of Starbucks, you can get yourself a channel membership, get access to custom emojis and all kinds of other perks along the way. We'll have more to that as we go, but simply by clicking the join button if you're on a computer, or there'll be links throughout the night. If you click on one of the links from a mobile phone or tablet, that will take you to the join page. So we have lots of hockey coming up this week. Oh, you're very welcome, Soul Eater. Very welcome. So we're going to be right back tomorrow for a Mother's Day spectacular, 7 p.m. The Leafs, Tampa Bay, Game 4. It'll be really interesting to see how that goes. Tampa Bay, Vasilevsky, 15-0, coming off of a loss. So can he make it 16, or will the Leafs take it down and take a 3-1 lead in that series? So we'll be back on Sunday for that. And then on Tuesday, Game 5. So lots of hockey to come. And of course, tonight on the FPEN Sports Network, our good friend Dave's going to be calling the Rangers versus Pittsburgh in Game 3. The Rangers looking to go ahead and get a little bit of a hold on that series. I did not expect Pittsburgh to play as well as they have been. Caps need a decent goalie next year. Yes, they do. Yes, they definitely do. Goaltending has been an issue around most of the league. If you look at a lot of the teams, everybody at some point has been struggling with goaltender issues. Washington going to win the draw. They're going to send it around. Here come the Caps, sending it in right in the slot. Quick shot. Oh, Connor McMichael just missed the post. It's a game of inches, and he was on the wrong side of that inch. Helen, what's going on? Welcome in. Go Panthers. Absolutely. I'm a Panther fan all the way. I got my little friend who's watching the game with me. We're going for the Panthers. Leafs are my number 1 team. Panthers are my number 2. But all in all, we just like good hockey. Washington has it. They're looking to set it up and move it, and they're going to do that. Here comes Orlov. He's going to carry it and just lift it in. Looks like everyone's going for some changes. Yeah. Coming around, Morgan trying to fire the Caps up and get them going. Just over 7 minutes to go in the first period. Florida's going to dump it in. Florida looks to be slowing down a little bit. They were flying in the early moments, and when they got that goal, they were really skating. But this game the pacing has changed. Washington has it back in their zone. Washington has really been controlling the play. Here come the Caps. They're going to dump it in. It's a race to get there. Florida's going to get there first. They send it around the boards. That Duclair starts the rush. Gives it up to Ekblad. Long stretch pass. Here comes Florida stepping away from the hit. Trying to get it behind the net. There's a body on the floor. Marchman is in there. He's getting whacked. Barkov in there trying to get it through. Oshie takes a hit from Huberdeau. He goes down. Huberdeau throwing another hit. Huberdeau on Farabee. Huberdeau looking strong and finally gets taken down as Oshie's going to bring the puck out. Turned over. Huberdeau's going to pick it up. He's got men with him. Huberdeau stepping over the line, flips it in, gets it back. But Huberdeau's at the end of his shift. He needs to get off. Here's Barkov. Going to put it back to Giroux. Back to the point. And Forsling, he takes a big hit as he lifts it up into the net. Great action. Florida trying to pick up the pace. Jeep man, Florida never sells out. You know, I have to say I've had the privilege to go to a couple Panther games in Florida, in Sunrise. Love that stadium. Great place to watch hockey. Sitting down low, seats are a great price and a great view. They do a nice job in Florida for the presentation. Never have been to see a game in Washington, something I do want to do at some point. Face-off's going to happen. Washington's going to win that, and they're going to bring it back to the neutral zone, but Florida's going to pick that up. Ben Sherratt, he's going to move it up. It's going to come all the way down. It's a race to beat out the icing. Florida gets there first. Digging it out. Thank you, Master Colby. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, follow the lead. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, and Triton's dropping the redeem cheer. So that means I have to cheer for the Caps right now. So let's go Caps. Here they come. Big shot, top of the circle, off the blocker side of Bobrovsky and goes wide. Never a full house. Tickets are probably cheap as dirt. Well, not cheap as dirt, but they're not as expensive as Toronto. I'll tell you that much. Here's Washington coming through. And if you're here in the chat and you see the redemptions that people are doing, just by being here, you're earning points. So if you do exclamation mark points, it's going to tell you how many points you've earned just by watching and chatting along. Then you're able to gamble those points. You can go on heists, virtual heists. You can do the redemptions to get your team's graphics up on the board. Here's Washington trying to get it out. Florida trying to put some pressure on, and that's going to be chipped up and into the mesh. Reinhardt trying to get in deep, but he sends it airborne, and that's going to be out. So they're going to another commercial break. Lots of commercials in the Saturday afternoon game, but these teams both are up, and this game is so important. It's a 1-1. Whoever takes that 2-1 lead feels a little bit relieved, a little bit relaxed going into the next game. Space Mountain Dave, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Soul Eater, I've been to 3 games in DC this year. We lost 5-1 to the Wild. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, Washington's a place I do want to go. I've only been in the DC area once, and unfortunately we couldn't get tickets to the game because it was just so late and we didn't want to go and pay third-party tickets. But we definitely want to go there. There's a few buildings I'd love to go catch games at, Washington being one of them. Madison Square Garden, of course, is another. In Vegas, I'd love to go to a game in Vegas. But right now, so Toronto, Florida, and the old Buffalo building are kind of the 3 rinks I've been to so far. The old Buffalo Auditorium was something, I tell you, when that crowd got rocking. And we're talking the old McGillney, LaFontaine days when that building got shaken. It was literally shaken. It was crazy, but a lot of fun. I'd be curious, has anyone else done the hockey traveling thing, going around to watching games at different venues? I'd love to hear some of the fun venues that you guys have had a chance to visit and some of your experiences there. So they're just coming back. They're doing a bench side interview with Florida coach Andrew Brunette. Andrew Brunette, he was a decent player. You know, he was never huge in the stat category, but he was one of those guys. He could pass the puck. He was a grinder. Andrew Brunette does not look how I remember him looking, but I guess that's what happens when you're a coach, all the stress. So here we go. Let's get those likes up. Let's see if we can get the likes close to 100 likes. GBV, what's up? Hey, go Leaf Sport, that Hawaiian shirt on with the logo. And put that Hawaiian shirt on. Oh, I got to save that for the Leaf games. Florida gets the scarf. Florida gets the scarf and the hat for Florida. And of course, we got Stanley watching the game with us. Here comes Washington dumping the game down, but I love that you recall and call out the shirt. From Cali, nice. Florida dumping it in, coming around. Washington's going to get there first. They're going to send it right around. Florida so far with 7 block shots, only 1 for the Capitals. Florida picks up the pass. They're going to bring it down. Big shot. Nice job, and that's going to be held up and played. Held up and held. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I have a treat for you live. We're going to have some organ music live coming at you. You're going to have to turn it up loud so they could hear. We're going to turn it up. Let's see if you can hear this. Go for it, organ man. There we go. All right. Can you guys hear that? Let me know if you can hear that organ. Ian, you can hear it? Did it come across, or do we need to turn it up louder? Let me know. And here we go. Puck being dropped. Charge. They're waiting to take the draw. It's Eller against Barkov. Eller's going to take that one. Coming through. Here they come. Oh, Barkov steals it. Here they come. Quick shot. Another save by the goaltender. Florida turning the tides, trying to get around. Maybe a little louder. All right. Or can you turn it louder? Does it go louder? Oh. Meanwhile, Kuznetsov response was just wiping away some little tears of Achari on the bench. So I missed. There was a story. Something happened on the bench, but we'll find out what exactly that was. All right, we're going to turn the organ up. We're going to see if we can get that going again. Hello, Eleanor. Welcome in. All right, organ man, give us one more play before this next draw. All right, puck is dropped. Quick shot behind the net, coming around. Washington has it, trying to get it out. They are airlifted, but Ekblad is there first. Ekblad, what a solid defender he has. He is. Jeremy, what's going on? Which team you cheering for, Jeremy? Supposed to answer your earlier question. I saw a Rangers game at Madison Square Garden years ago. Oh, Triton, that's awesome. So the organ player is brought to you by our little man, Noah. Noah on the organ. He's going to entertain us throughout the game with some of his organ music. And he is all self-taught. He's way better than I ever was. So we got 3:17 left to go in the first period. 1-0 Panthers. Shots are tied at 8. Panthers win the draw. Bringing it back. Takes the hit and dumps it down over the line. It's going to be offside. Panthers have to tag up. Now they come in, but it's too late. Washington bring it up. Kept in. Here's Johansson. He just loses the puck. Putting it around behind the net. Mantha gets in front. Rebound. Backstrom. Oh, what a save. Bobrovsky, another save. Holy moly. He's got legs as elastic bands as he's whipping those puppies around. Unbelievable series of saves there by Bobrovsky. Holding this game, 1-0 Panthers. What an explosion by Washington. Oh, big hit. Gudas on Nick Jensen. He goes down, but the Caps still get it out. And we got something going on at the bench. Play is called. It wasn't offside. So Washington's going to take penalty for cross-checking. Fans are booing that. This is my first time seeing you, AJ the Hockey Wizard. Well, welcome in. Very happy to have you here. This is the first time we've gone to Florida, Washington. We've been following the Toronto Maple Leafs all the way through. So I'm glad you found us. Thank you for coming in. And if everybody's here, if you're enjoying it, hit the share button. Help get the stream out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And let's keep it going. Keep those likes going and keep those subscribes coming. We got a Florida power play. 2.5 to go in the first. Florida finally gets to break out their power play. MP Skeptic with the super chat. I'm a Canes fan myself, but I root for the Panthers and Caps as well. So this series has been awesome. Fantastic. That is wicked, MP Skeptic. Thank you so much for the super chat. That is so appreciated. You come out a winner regardless who wins. Panthers trying to dig it down. Washington doing a great job holding them in the corner. Now it comes free. They get it back to the line. Florida setting it up. Going top of the circle, but the pass was bobbled. Comes back to the point. The broadcast is using this behind the net camera, so it's almost impossible to see who has it. Huberdeau with the shot off the blocker and wide. Washington trying to dig it out, and they do. It's going to come all the way out and down the ice. Ekblad picks it up. An MP Skeptic, with that super chat, you get your name on the big board. It's up there as our stream lead. Thank you very much again. Here's Florida coming in, looking to go down deep. That was interesting. They went to the covered man instead of back to the point, who was wide open. Washington picks it up, going to take a slapper to dump it down. Washington shorthanded, trying to come in. Sending it all the way back, stolen. Oh, and then Florida steals it right back. That was dangerous. Connor Sheary almost with a break. He's all over Sam Bennett. Sheary, he's working hard on the PK. Florida, finally, they're going to start to move it. They're going to send it up. That's stolen and knocked away by Kuznetsov. Gets it back to Sheary. Sheary is dumped down. No call. Here comes Florida. They're trying to get back into Washington territory. They do, and they steal it right back. Unbelievable play to the point. Here's Bennett. Circle, shot. Oh, he was falling when he took the shot, and it goes high and over the net. Great job by Washington on this penalty kill, and it's stolen. Oh, but he lost his stick, and Florida's going to take a penalty. The Washington player had knocked the puck loose, and Florida, I guess, grabbed the stick and pulled it out of his hands. Florida going to take an interference penalty. Alexander, what's up? So I'll tell you about both. We'll save that question. Alexander, remind me, there's 30 seconds left. Let's talk about that at intermission. I think it was Mackenzie Weegar had his pocket picked. And you know what? I can't really tell what happened. Oh, so Hathaway went to steal the puck, and he did. And as he was going to break out, Weegar turned and he stepped on the blade of the stick and went down. So an inadvertent play, but they're calling it interference nonetheless. And Washington is going to finish this penalty on finish the period on a power play, and they score just like that. Alexander Ovechkin, the great eight, puts it to the net. We'll have to see if that was deflected in front. And it counts as a power play goal. The Washington penalty just had expired. So let's see exactly what happened here. Ovechkin puts it to the net, and I think it's tipped by Oshie. I think it is deflected by Oshie. Let's look the slow-mo replay. Yeah. Oh, or was it Ekblad? I'm pretty sure that was Oshie. Oshie's going to get the goal. Deflected in from the point shot. Ovechkin, Oshie. And it's a 1-1 hockey game with 26 seconds left on the clock. Unbelievable. This guy is a playoff superstar. Regardless of where he's played, Oshie has always come up big. And there's Oshie and somebody else is all over. Oh, my God, Ovechkin now. Who is that? Hornquist was just getting mangled by Ovechkin and Oshie. Cross-check city. Holy moly. I can't believe that wasn't called. That was pretty vicious. Hornquist taking that. Unbelievable. So Ovechkin had it. Ovechkin took a little bit of a bump. And Ovechkin gives Akari, three chops to Hornquist, Ovechkin. Oshie, who's else? Somebody else. There's another cap in there as well. Carlson, Oshie, and Ovechkin all giving it to Hornquist. I guess they were mad that Hornquist stiffed them with the bill or something at dinner the other night. And we got a brawl right at the face-off. They haven't even dropped the puck, and all the players coming together. The officials are going to separate them all out, and they're saying, you got to stand here. You got to stand here. Come on. You've played hockey all your life. You know where to stand. Puck is dropped, scrambling. They're digging it out. Florida's going to come away with it. Washington definitely upping the toughness. And that's going to do it. End of the first period. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie game, 1-1, and it is just getting started. And we got some more rough stuff as the horn goes. Forsling is in there. Who else is in there? Larson is in there. Everybody kind of had come together. So that's how you finish a period. Unbelievable. Tying it up. Just waiting to see. Okay, nothing else is going to come out of that. Unbelievable. What a way to finish it. We hate that clown. Wanted him broken in many pieces. Wearing the black and gold, no difference. He's grotesque derriere in the series. Tell us how you really feel, Bernie.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Morgan firing up the Caps. What a period it was. Let's take a quick look. For those of you who have found us for the first time, thank you for coming in. Thank you for hitting the like. And those, thank you for subscribing. Here are the stats for this game so far. Your first goal was Jonathan Huberdeau, his first. From Anthony Duclair, hey, I got a point. And then we got TJ Oshie, his second from Ovechkin and Carlson. Washington leading the way, 12 shots to 9 Florida shots. Washington 1 for 2 on the power play. Florida is 0 for 1. In the faceoff circle, Florida has the lead, but just barely at 52% to 48%. Washington with 7 block shots. Florida with 1. 3 takeaways for Florida, 2 for Washington. Florida with 1 giveaway, 5 giveaways for Washington. And the Caps with 21 hits, Florida with 16 hits. To recap the penalties in that period, Eetu Luostarinen holding against John Carlson, Anthony Mantha cross-checking against Mason Marchment, and Mackenzie Weegar, they called it holding the stick against Garrett Hathaway. And those are your penalties. All right, so do you think Bobrovsky's worth the money? That was the question. Let's go back and revisit this. So I have I'm going to take the scarf off. It's getting a little warm, a little toasty. So I have a long history with Bobrovsky, and not personally. I used to do fantasy hockey pools year after year, and I used to have big hopes for Bobrovsky. Life with Billy, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. And so I had Bobrovsky for a few years in my pool, and this is how it went. Every year I did not have Bobrovsky. He played really, really well. When I would draft and take Bobrovsky, he was terrible. So I've been very up and down with Bobrovsky over the years. And do I think he's been good in Florida? Yes, he's been excellent in Florida. Listen, they've had the best season ever, for the Panthers. They win the President's Trophy. They've done a spectacular job. But Bobrovsky is a huge, huge cap hit. He's right now, and I'm just expanding this a little bit here. Bobrovsky currently, he's a $10 million cap hit, and he's signed through the 25-26 season. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4 more years of Bobrovsky at $10 million. So he's 33 years old. 4 more years puts him, he's going to start getting up. Now, they may not keep him all that time. They may look to move him or do something. But when he gets that other side, the last couple of years of the contract, when he's 35 plus, we'll have to see exactly how he can maintain his play. Do I think he's worth $10 million? Probably not. Is he worth, a whole lot less? No. You're not going to get Bobrovsky for a $5 or $6 million contract. I would have probably put him around the $8 million range. But let's see, NHL goaltender. Let's see if we can find this. Let's see. We can pull up a list real quickly. Here are the NHL salaries for the 2021 season. Here are the salary rankings. So you tell me what you think of these salaries. Carey Price leading the way at $10.5 million. We can tell you Montreal did not get $10.5 million worth of Carey Price this year. What do you think the score is going to be? Life of Bill. That's such a hard question to answer right now. This is going to be a close one. I think you're probably going to see a 4-3 or a 3-2 score at the end of the game. That's kind of where I'm at. I just feel that Florida was great this season because of attacking play, attacking guys. Yeah, I agree. Listen, you had Huberdeau has been great. Barkov has been great. Marchment has been great. Both Sams have been great. Florida's just found ways to get it done, right? They found ways to get it done. Bobrovsky is sitting at second at $10 million. So he is the second highest paid goalie at $10 million. To show you, Vasilevsky, he's 9.5, right? Vasilevsky, 9.5. In my eyes, Vasilevsky should be the highest paid goalie in the league. He is absolutely unbelievable. If you go down from him, Marc-Andre Fleury, he's at $7 million. John Gibson, he's at 6.4. Matt Murray at 6.25. And these Anaheim wasn't in it. Ottawa's not in it. Winnipeg's not in it. And they have Hellebuck at just over 6. St. Louis had Jordan Binnington at 6. Calgary, Markstrom at 6. Igor Shesterkin, who by far, best, what a great replacement for Lundqvist. And he also could be, one of the best goalies in the league. He's at just over $5.5 million. So seeing a lot of these salaries, Bobrovsky, I would probably say he's not a $10 million goalie. I think I said kind of 7 or 8 before. I kind of stick with that. He's probably around 7 million. I would put him up there with Marc-Andre Fleury. Although if I had my choice, I'd probably take Marc-Andre over Bobrovsky, only because he has a little bit more experience and has been a little bit more consistent. But we'll have to see how that goes. If we scroll further down this list, Thatcher Demko in Vancouver, he's a $5 million goalie. Koskinen in Edmonton is a $4.5 million. Freddie Anderson, I know he got hurt, but Freddie Anderson, one of the best goalies in the league this particular season, Carolina is paying him $4.5 million. Look at Sorokin on the Islanders. He had a pretty good season. He's a $4 million goalie. Then you have someone like Peter Mrazek, who Toronto unfortunately signed. He's a $3.8 million goalie, and I wouldn't even pay him half that. Mrazek has been lousy. So with goaltenders, it's not necessarily you get what you pay for, because a lot of the top teams have goalies at the top of the salary range who they thought would be, exceptional goaltenders, and they did not pan out as expected. So that's a great question. Is Bobrovsky worth the money? Because the goalies are really all over the map. First game, Bob didn't give up 3+ goals against the Caps in a playoff game, 6 with Columbus and 1 with Florida before game 2. Yeah, it's so hit or miss with him. And I think that's going to be, let's just say, for argument's sake, if Florida moves on, Florida's going to go to the next round, regardless who they play, Toronto or Tampa Bay. Both those teams have amazing offensive power, much like the Caps do, but I think Toronto and Tampa maybe even a little more so. And which Bobrovsky are we going to see show up? The other thing that's pretty solid with Florida, and why I think Bobrovsky is getting highlighted, and Florida is winning, and again, not because of Bobrovsky, it's the defense in front of him. I think the biggest problem with Boba's stability, like you said, one season, that's exactly it. It's totally stability. Who are you going for? Life with Billy. I'm a Florida Panthers. Panthers are my second team. I'm a Toronto guy, number 1, and then Florida, number 2. So I'm always rooting for the Panthers. But I just like good hockey, and I like watching the Caps. They are enjoyable to play. They have such great players, and I'm always intrigued by the Ovechkin story of how long he's going to play, and will he catch the great one. So if you look at the defense in front of Bobrovsky, I mean, who wouldn't you want on your team? Aaron Ekblad? Would you want Aaron Ekblad on your team playing defense? Absolutely. I know he's getting $7.5 million, but he's an elite defenseman. Brendan Montour, they picked him up in the trade. He's $3.5 million hit. He's playing well. I'd love to have him on my team. Mackenzie Weegar, here's somebody they drafted, 28 years old. He's up, $3.25 million, 28 years of age. Mackenzie Weegar has been solid. I actually picked him up in my fantasy pool. I think it was last year. Really impressed with what Weegar's doing. Mike Wazowski, what's going on? Welcome in. It's all about a 6-man unit. Only good. You got it, Bernie. 100%. And this is the issue Toronto's having, a little bit of an identity crisis where their goaltending is mediocre. Their defense is a little above average, but not stellar. Toronto's invested all their shekels into their core 4 in Nylander, Tavares, Matthews, and Marner. The fairy dust around to make something happen, and they've just found some of that magic power this year. So we have Ekblad, Montour, Weegar. Look at Forsling. They picked him up off waivers. He's proven to be solid. Gudas I don't like. I think he's a goon, but he's getting the job done. Ben Sherratt, Ben Sherratt and Robert Hagg both are players that I would have loved to see come to Toronto at the trade deadline. They did not. So Florida, they got a solid defensive core. And on top of a great defensive core, I think you mentioned it earlier in the chat, they have unbelievable offensive talent. You know, if we flip this around, can I get this to Washington? Let's take a look at the Caps real quick and see kind of, they have a very similar breakdown. Honestly speaking, can you say Florida can win the trophy? So, yes. Do I think Florida can win it? Yes, I do. I think Florida has, you know, one of the better chances of running the gauntlet. But here's the problem in this division, the Metropolitan, is, well, really in the Eastern Conference, you have all 8 teams that are over 100 points. So all 8 teams are absolutely superb. Goalies, Tavares needs to step it up. Sure does, GBV, sure does. Florida can do it, but the Eastern Conference is so stacked. So whoever's going to come out of this series, you're now going to have to play Toronto or Washington. Toronto or Tampa Bay. And then whoever comes out of that's probably going to end up playing the Rangers. So it's going to be really, really a tough road to get to the Cup. But Florida is one of the teams that can do it for sure. You know, when we look at the Washington breakdown, you know, it's much of the same, but different. You know, they need some help in the goaltending. They don't have $10 million tied up in the goalie categories. You know, the $2 million for Samsonov, which, you know, it's fine. It's reasonable. He's getting the job done. But look at their defense. You got Carlson. I'd take Carlson on my team. He's an $8 million player. You got Orlov, who's been stellar. He's a $5 million player. You got Justin Schultz, who they signed. He's doing great. He's a $4 million player. And then they got some cheaper end defense who just been doing well. Trevor Van Riemsdyk been holding his own. You know, Farabee's been holding his own. So they found some defense to fill in kind of the bottom 6. And Washington, like Toronto, has invested a ton of money, in their offensive categories, and they're making it work. You know, would I take Ovechkin and Backstrom on my team any day of the week? These guys are stellar. We know what they're doing, but let's exclude them from the equation because we know they're going to be offensive powerhouses. You know, Kuznetsov, he's been a little hot and cold, but he's putting points up on the board. Oshie, we talked about him earlier. Yeah, he's getting up there, 35 years of age, but Oshie's done it everywhere he's played. He's been such a great player. Anthony Mantha has so much upside. He could really, really play well. Tom Wilson, I just don't like, so I'm not going to talk about Tom Wilson. Lars Eller, again, another one of these players. I'd love to have him on my team. He gets the job done. And Connor McMichael, what a great prospect. He's got so much upside as well. So Washington has a lot of keys, and they found a ways of making it work and putting it all together. So that's kind of where I'm at with the salaries, with the teams. Both of these teams stack up well against each other. I'm going to take a quick pause for the cause. Take a look if you're curious more information about our channel memberships, and I'll be right back.
Exciting news! YouTube memberships are now available with the experience. Take your Samwelb12 experience to the next level by clicking join and picking one of our 3 tiers for a membership program that's available to you. For less than a cup of specialty coffee, click and join today for added perks and benefits like special emojis, loyalty badges, and more. Thanks for enjoying the experience. Now it's time to elevate that experience and sign up for a channel membership today.
All right. Thank you for that. Those are our channel memberships. You'll see those in the chat who have the little name icon, the little logo beside their names are all of our channel memberships, as well as you have some with the names in green. And with the channel membership, you get access to all of those custom emojis that Ian has dropped in the chat. We update those game by game so you can have little emoji wars and put back and forth all of your favorite teams and push them with the emojis. As well, there are different perks, the different levels you go up. So if you're interested in a channel membership, simply clicking the join button, which is located next to the subscribe button if you're on a computer. If you're on a phone or tablet, clicking that link that Not My Circus dropped, that will take you to the actual join page on a mobile device. And we appreciate it. 20 days until Top Gun 2 hits theaters. I feel like that has been pushed back so many times, Top Gun 2. I am so excited for that movie. That is going to be absolutely insane. But I won't have time to go see it because we're going to be doing hockey right up until the Stanley Cup is handed out. So regardless what the Leafs do, if they go on or they don't go on, we are going to find other games like the Panthers, like the Caps. We're going to be calling playoff games all the way. What do you think about the Rangers? So the Rangers are solid. And Alexander, if you're a Ranger fan, you have to check out our good friends over at the FPE Network, the FBN Sports Network. They call the Ranger games. They're calling the Ranger game tonight, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I think the Rangers have a great team. The Rangers, they have all the pieces. Their goaltender is solid. I think the Rangers have a good chance of getting to the Eastern Final. It's just a matter of what they're going to do and who they're going to have to go against to play there. So here, let me give you the link. If you're a Ranger fan and you kind of like the YouTube play-by-play, here's a link to our good friends over at the FPE Network. That's the link for their Game 3 play-by-play. Check them out later on and just tell them, hey, Sam told us to come check you out. So I'm sure they would appreciate that. But yeah, I think it's Rangers are going to be there, and then it's going to be Florida or Toronto versus the Rangers in that conference final. That's kind of where I'm leaning towards. Oh, but man, that series is going to be so good. I really, really hope it's Toronto because I'd love to go head to head with the FPE Sports Network and duke it out with them over the Leafs and the Rangers series. That's going to be a lot of fun. When we talk about hockey, I also want to talk about another real good friend of ours. Let me get his little link up here. Our good friend, Pete McDevitt Show. So Pete does everything. He does hockey. He does football. He does baseball. He does basketball. He does college football. He does so much. And not to mention, he also does a ton of Disney, whether it's Disney rides, he has Disney talk shows, helps out Disney creators. He has an unbelievable channel. So if you like sports, check out Pete McDevitt Show and give him a like and a subscribe because he's the best. His stuff is spectacular. So he's got, I think on Monday, Pete has the Florida-Washington game in the evening. So he'll be doing game 4 in the evening on Monday. So you'll definitely want to check him out. To be honest, NHL is always secret for me. Almost every year, different team wins. So how can we predict? Alexander, you're totally right. It's so interesting how hockey breaks down. It's one of the hardest sports to predict. You never know how it's going to go. And that's half the fun of it. That's half the fun is doing these brackets, trying to get these picks in because you never know. The paper could tell you, hey, this team is going to go all the way. They dominate in every category. But playoffs is something different. So you can never know. Deep down, I know ESPN and TSN would love a Caps Pens East final. They would for sure. Not often you have a chance for that to happen. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen at all, but that would be something special. So here we go. The game's ready to come back on. They're dropping the puck. We're going to switch back over to our game screen. It'll take a moment for all the stats to upgrade and get back in effect. But it's second period time. The Panthers, the Capitals, hopefully this second period brings along a lot more of what we saw in the first because it was awesome. Blue Jays, who are the Guardians? Pardon my lack of baseball knowledge. Who are the Guardians? Somebody changed their name. Does anybody know? Is it baseball fans in the house? That's a great topic you just touched. Why a team that was great for the whole season can fall down in the playoffs. It's about mental pressure is so huge. Such a big part of it. It's Cleveland. All right. Thank you, Ian. It's the first time I've actually seen the name like that. It's like Blue Jays and the Guardians game 1, a doubleheader starting. I was like, what? I agree, Bernie. It's always going to be. So does that mean we got to remake Major League now? The movie Major League, and we got to rename them with the Guardians. We got to remake the movie. God, I can't stand all the team name changes. I'm sorry. I understand it might be offensive, but I can't believe it's that offensive. It's paying tribute. It's paying homage. But I'm just a traditionalist in that sense. Here we go. Florida has it in Washington territory, but Washington is able to clear it down the ice. Bobrovsky, he's out to play it. Florida turning it around. Almost a giveaway. Wow, that was dangerously close to being a giveaway. And take the headphones off, give my ears a little bit of a break. It's getting really warm in here. I have to turn on the air conditioning. Florida 4-3 Washington. Is that your prediction? We'll have to see. It very well could be right in line with what's going on. Here they go. Big shot just wide. Bennett rips it wide. Coming around. Washington has it behind their own net, trying to get away. Nice forecheck. Stolen by Florida. In the slot. Big shot. Nice save by the Washington goaltender off Montour. All the way back. Whew. Back in Florida territory. Picked up by Sherratt. He's going to send it around. Kept in for momentarily by Washington. And here comes Florida breaking in 3-on-3. Marchment's going to slide it up. Cutting across. Big shot. Just wide. Wow, Florida just missing the net. That was Lundell. Just missed. Washington's going to pick it up. They're going to use the glass. High on the glass to get it out and down the ice. Triton trying to fire up the Caps and get them going. And the Caps steal it in the neutral zone. Here they come, breaking in. Taking a look. Schultz centered it in the slot. Couldn't connect. Washington has it back. They're going to slide it to the point, but picked up by Florida. Here comes Lundell. He's going to circle around. He's going to leave it, and Florida's going to dump it in. It hops right on net. Nice save by Samsonov. Washington has it. Ooh, very close to being a too many men on the ice call. Washington got away very luckily there. Here comes the Panthers, 3-on-3. They're coming in, sliding it in front. Nice job, Washington, to shut the door. Not giving Florida a whole lot of space. Right. Working it down low. Akai, he's taken down. We're going to go to Washington penalty. Not My Circus firing up the Panthers, and we're going to have a penalty on the play. Some more rough stuff. Hornquist, he's jawing in there with Eller.
Well, for the Panthers, a good start to this period. Here's a work by Sam Bennett.
So we'll have to see who's going to get the calls. They all kind of got bunched up on the end there. Thank you for all the likes. Appreciated. 50 likes. And you know what we haven't done? Oh, I missed the call. 2 minutes for tripping. So Florida's going to go back to the power play. It looks like Fairvy. I'm just going to go with Fairvy. That's my pronunciation. He's going to get the call. And so, you know, on this channel, as we hit little like milestones, we're going to do it every 50 likes. Every 50 likes, we're just going to little party it up a little bit. So we're just going to shimmy it out and have some fun. We're going to get a little loose. We're going to get a little wild, and we're going to enjoy this Florida Panther power play. Let's go. And here comes Huberdeau. Nice play broken up there by Jensen. Jensen just getting his stick in the way. Farah V. All right, thanks, Bernie. Back to the point. Quick shot, Ekblad. That's up high. Coming in. Jensen doing a job again, getting it away from Huberdeau. Almost cleared. Now they do. They get it out and down the ice. It's so weird to hear your commentary. In 15 seconds, I can see what happens on my broadcast. So I'm ahead of you. So it's weird to be ahead. Usually we're behind a little bit. But that's the... okay, whatever. I go with my own pronunciations. Greg and John, what's going on? Welcome in. Here's Huberdeau. Hooby-dooby-doo. Putting it across the ice, top of the circle for Barkov. Barkov hits the dot, takes the shot. And that goes just wide, and it's going to come all the way out and down the ice. Ekblad has to come back and pick it up. Hey, Varvy. I'm never going to get that right, Bernie. On your behind host by at least a minute. Oh, okay. That's more like it, Triton. Quick shot, shorthanded Washington. That's turned aside. Here comes the Panthers. Trying to get it out. Weegar trying to get it out. 20 seconds left. Montour with the backhand. He kind of fanned on it a little bit. It's going to come around. Whacked around the boards and down the ice. Washington clears again. Washington doing a nice job on the penalty kill. Here's Uyghur. Uyghur picking it up, starting to move it through. Here they come. They step over the line, taking a look. Uyghur with the shot right into the glove. Samsonov makes the save, and he's going to hold on to it. Mackenzie Uyghur looking nice. No problem. Seen him since draft day, so always here to help on Caps names. Yeah. Sam's pronunciations are very, very whatever. It's not my fault they have hard names to pronounce, but that's half the fun of it. I would love one day to just get a list of NHL names and give it to my kids and get them to read through and hear their pronunciations. They'd probably do better than I do. Here we go, Jess, to the left of the Washington goaltender. Florida wins it, brings it back. Quick shot just wide. Big hit. Oh, and a big trip. A big hit as a Panther got put into the interview box between the benches. And a big trip. Washington going to go right back to the penalty kill as Florida is going on the power play. Is that Justin Schultz? 2 minutes, interference, sends them down. I know I can't spell or say some of the players' names either. That's right, Blair. It's so hard. That's most fun of it, Sam. It's so true. That's why all the announcers get a recording of each player saying the name. Yeah, well, that would be a big help. Hey, NHL media department, if you're watching, can I get a recording of all the players' names so I can learn the pronunciations? We'd appreciate it. Thank you. Here we go. Who was the player? There was a couple of years ago, wasn't there a player that criticized announcers for saying their names wrong? Oh, yeah, Bernie, 100% dramatized. He did a full-out Superman dive to make sure that was called. The one that sounds the best on the shorthanded name is McKeeve. Yeah. He was full-out extended Superman diving when he got tripped there. Mason Marchment. I can't complain. I got him in my pool. I need him to get some points. Mikheyev. I love Mikheyev. Excuse me. Here we go. 1-1. 14:46 to go. Barkov in against Nick Dowd. Dowd, lucky he didn't get waved out there. Barkov, he's going to win it. It's going to come back. Here's Florida. Quick wrist shot, high. Hit somebody and is knocked down. Back to the point. Centering it around. Here's Barkov. He's going to tip it up. Comes across to Huberdeau. Top of the circle. Takes a shot. That hits a skate and goes wide. Florida back to Huberdeau. Huberdeau looking, drawing some attention. Tried to center it. And that's blocked by the Caps, and they take it down the ice. 1:20 to go in Florida's power play. Joe Biden called Gary Bettman Gary Batman. No way. Of the Tampa Bay Lightning introducing their trophy. That's amazing. Gary Batman. Fantastic. Here's Barkov. Gary Batman. Amazing. Huberdeau to Barkov. Barkov to Duclair. Duclair to Barkov. Barkov taking a wrist shot from the point. That gets through but steered aside. Florida can't keep it in. Giroux was taken down, and he elected to fall instead of keeping the puck in. Huberdeau's going to bring it in just offside. So Giroux having some words with Hathaway. Not exactly sure what happened here. So, Hathaway slashing at the skate of Giroux, taking him down. So Giroux is kind of really upset about that. But hey, that's the way the game goes. This is the playoffs, Giroux. 1 goal and 1 assist so far for 2 points in the 3 games. Here we go, 40 seconds left in the Florida power play. They're resetting in their own zone. Washington watching them closely. Victor Hedman laughed at him behind him. I have to find that clip. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard. The players were laughing at it too. But that makes it even better. Coming around. Florida has it back at the point. Taking a shot. Ekblad. No, he gets it back. Now he throws it in. Not just wide. Panthers have been just wide a few times. Marchment in there. Swings it back to the point. Across top of the circle. Back to Marchment. Marchment takes a shot. Rebound. Florida can't get there. Washington's going to get it in clear as the penalty expires. Both teams back at full strength. I will. I'm not sure if I'll do it at second intermission because I won't be able to show it, but I'll definitely check that out. Little spinorama at the line as Ovechkin's taken down. Florida trying to desperately get it out. Ovechkin taking a cross check, and he's tripped up in retaliation. So some battles going on between Ovechkin and Verhaeghe. The crowd is fired up, chanting, "Let's go, Caps." Washington has it in Florida territory. Florida gets it out. Here comes Verhaeghe. Stops, waiting for help. He's going to put it down deep for Achari. Achari is in there, and he kind of falls down. Squeezes free. Florida just keeps it in. No, it comes out. Just comes out. Gudas fires it in, and the Caps are going to grab it as Florida's changing. Here come the Caps now. Long pass, intercepted by Florida, knocked down. 3-on-2 shaping up. No, the other Washington player got back. Here's Gudas with a huge shot just wide, and that's going to come all the way down the ice. Washington's going to pick it up and let it lead the rush. Here they come. Deacon through. Nice little move there was Johansson. It comes back to the point. Over to Schultz. Schultz side. Eller with the one-timer. Florida gets there to knock it down. Wow, the action is fast and furious. We finally get a whistle as it goes up and over the glass. Look up, Lars Van Retriever. He was Biden singing along with Master of Puppets. No way. Oh, my gosh. Okay, I need to see this for sure. That sounds amazing. Great play. Both goalies being solid. Both teams coming out, playing well. Almost halfway through the second period. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here, for hitting that like button. I really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, give us a subscribe. We are, let me refresh this. Oh, we're already there. All right, we're 4 subscribers away from 1625. 4 subscribers away. So if you haven't hit that button, go ahead and give it a hit. As well, if you wouldn't mind, if you're part of any hockey groups on Facebook or whatnot, go ahead and share the stream out to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Help us get our name out there. Help us continue to grow. We have lots of more hockey action throughout the Stanley Cup playoffs. Blue Jays 0-0 versus Cleveland. First game of the doubleheader. The Kentucky Derby pregame is getting started. Should we all give our predictions? Who's going to win the Kentucky Derby? I don't even know who is running this year. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can. I'm gonna post a poll. I'm gonna try to post a poll. Let's see. Is it gonna tell me all the? Oh man, that's a lot of names. All right. So what I'll do, I'm gonna drop this link. I'm gonna drop this link in the chat. Take a look at the horses for the Kentucky Derby. Let me know who you think the winner will be for the Kentucky Derby. Let's see who you guys think. I don't even know if this is the official list, but it says Kentucky Derby horses and odds. That seems like a lot of horses to be running in. But hey, let's see. So we got, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Taba, Epic Center, Messier. Oh, well, that's it right there. The horse named Messier is going to win. Or is that somebody making the picks? Game is back on.
Let's go.
So let's see. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. SYLM, thank you so much. So yeah, I think Messier is going to be my pick for the Kentucky Derby. That's who I'm going with. Zandon, Mo Dinigal, White Ibero, Charge It, Smile Happy, Cyberknife, Crown Pride, Happy Jack. Yeah, I think Messier is going to be the one. I'm going Messier. Let me know who you guys picking for the Kentucky Derby. Here comes the Caps. Ovechkin coming in. And Florida's going to get it out, but Washington's just going to pound it right back in. Ian, I don't know if that's actually the case, but that's what I'm going with. I'm going to make that assumption because who wouldn't want to name their horse after Messier? I mean, I know Messier's nickname was a moose, but there's no moose running in the Kentucky Derby. So why not name a horse? Coming out, Florida, trying to work it out of their own zone. Huberdeau is going to center it up. Here comes Florida. Working through, tried to get it back to Huberdeau. He picks it out of the air. He's down low. Takes it behind the net, banks it off, comes in front, Florida. Oh, Barkov with a glorious opportunity. And he just couldn't put it in. Here come the Caps the other way, cutting to the net, backhand. Rebound, scores, Washington. A great chance on one side of the ice. They couldn't bury it. Washington comes all the way back and puts it in. Charlie, it is after Mark Messier. All right. Thank you, Charlie. The best horse named American Pharaoh. Unbelievable. The save at one end of the ice, and they come all the way down and put it in on the other side. It came right to Barkov. Barkov banged it in, but Samsonov kicked the pad out and shut the door on Barkov. And the Caps come all the way down the other way. And they make a nice play, and it just happens to find its way to Marcus Johansson, who says, "How you doing?" And he puts it home. Washington going up 2-1. And they're still on it. The Caps coming in strong. 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes now in the second period. Here comes Gudas. He's going to lead the rush. Takes a shot, and that's tipped airborne into the netting. So we're going to get a whistle. Unbelievable. End-to-end action, and it always is the way. It always is the way. A great save on one side, and it comes back, and the other team scores. Sam, no horse will ever beat Secretariat's record. Oh, that's true. There was a blooper video we saw one year in my favorite. I'm going to put it in the chat. My favorite horse. I don't even know how to spell it. I got to look up the spelling. There we go. I think it was like this. The horse's name was Hoof Hearted. And this name was so funny because as the commentator was getting all riled up coming down the stretch, just say it out loud. Just say it to yourself quickly. Hoof Hearted. This was the best name ever for a commentator. And I'm sure this commentator, after the fact, realized what he was saying. And it was awesome. That's right. Let's go, Johansson, getting it done. The Caps absolutely looking superior in this period so far. Although Florida is leading in the shots, 17 shots to 14 shots. Ian, it was so funny. That's a clip you got to YouTube. That commentator's call of that race was absolutely epic. It's so funny. Horse racing is so much fun. If you're not one for the ponies and going to the track, but I tell you, it is a good time. It's a good outing to go out. I know that the track here, Woodbine Racetrack in Toronto, they have a fantastic buffet restaurant. We've gone there a couple times to eat, spend some time watching the races, making a couple $2 bets, which I stink. I cannot pick the right horses ever, but it's a lot of fun. It's a good night out. So they're just coming back from commercial break. I love these kind of interviews with the coaches on the bench, but it's got to be a little distracting. You're a coach. You're trying to work your game plan and have to worry about doing an interview live on the bench. So I don't know what I think about that. Alrighty. Got our beverage. Got a little. Keep the throat a little wet. Archduke, how's it going? Got my fill of Premier League soccer this morning. Now it's time for hockey. Archduke, who is playing this morning? Which game were you watching? I'm not a huge soccer fan, but I had some friends that were diehards. Oh, my allergies. Mel, what's up? Just had to change my site name on YouTube. Too many chicks calling themselves Mel. Couldn't find it. Oh, that happens. Happy Jack sounds good to me. Oh. So we got an offside call. So they're doing a great job. I mean, Florida's getting the shots, but Washington is just shutting the door. They're keeping them down. They're doing a really, really good job. Washington coming back, that Johansson goal, a nice backhander. This is what they need to do. Coaster Mom, what's going on? Sam, you have to see these hats at the Derby. Oh, I know. The hats are off the chart. Off the chart. I used to go out a lot in my teens, of course, in 20s, but in late 30s, I just have to stay home a lot now. I used to love the bars and betting pools. Not anymore. 2 years sober, so I don't know. Oh, Blair. Well, Blair, congrats on being 2 years sober, my friend. That's a great accomplishment. Way to go. Keep it up. And yeah, if you're not comfortable, don't put yourself back in the environment. You keep doing what you're doing, my friend, because 2 years is a long time. So congratulations to you for that. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. My allergies are killing me. My eyes are just getting super itchy. Sammy playing like a first-round draft pick today. The Sams are great. Bennett and Reinhart, man, they are two great players that I've liked watching them. I have a bunch of their cards as well, not just because their name's Sam, but they do a lot. Coming around, knocking it out. Here's Florida. Florida's going to turn it around, dumping it down. They can't get it going. Chasing it in. There's Florida. Barkov trying to pinch in on the forecheck. Kicks it to a stick. Nice play, Barkov, but he's kind of pushed down. He's working in there. He's got help with Duclair. Duclair, nice job there by Eller, though. Eller comes away with it. We got a penalty being called. Looks like Florida's going to be taking a penalty. Washington's going to go back on the power play. Not what the Panthers wanted. Washington passing it back and forth. The goaltender leaves the net, so Washington has the man advantage right now on the delayed penalty call. Here come the Caps. They're circling around by their blue line, eating up a lot of time. But that's okay. They have the lead, 2-1. 8:17 to go. Stolen now at the line by Huberdeau. That's going to draw the whistle. Are they calling it holding or interference? We'll have to wait and see. GBV, I have a feeling you could be right. Washington has just been on a tear right now. So Anthony Duclair, he's going to get the call. He's going to hit the box. Doesn't help me in my pool at all that Duclair goes to the box, but that's okay. Oh, so he shot the glove. So it was Lars Eller. He dropped his glove on the ice, and Duclair shoots his glove at him from behind. You can't do that, Anthony. So he's going to pick up a 2-minute interference, and that's just a bad play. That's a total misjudgment. Florida's going to get the puck off the draw, and they're going to get it out and down the ice. Just you and my just you and my goalie. Nice, Bernie. Oh, nice job there, knocking it down, but they couldn't get it out. Ovechkin, he's going to send it back around. Picking it up back to the point. Washington couldn't control it, and Florida's going to get it out and down the ice. Down to 1:24 in the power play. Here they come. Backstrom, big shot coming up. We'll see. We will see. Here's Backstrom. He's going to send it in. Washington getting set up. Oshie going to the front of the net. Coming to Carlson. Carlson is going to get it over. Kuznetsov goes to Ovechkin from the circle. Ovechkin puts it just over the net. I'm surprised they haven't drawn 2 spots in the face-off circle to celebrate Ovechkin because he always shoots from that same spot. Florida's going to get it out and clear it all the way down the ice. It's going to roll on Samsonov, and he's going to stop it. Here is Carlson to start up again. 40 seconds to go in the Washington power play. They haven't really gotten it set up as of yet. Lightning could have won 3 in a row, but before they won their first year, before they got beat by the Carolina Hurricanes in the playoffs first round. Sometimes it takes getting beat to make you realize the changes you need to make. Right? We've seen that time and time again where a team gets knocked out and they come right back on a tear the next year. Response to your answer, Sam. Chelsea tied the smaller club. Wolverhampton. Chelsea is about to be bought out by the owner of the Dodgers from Russia. Oh, interesting. Chelsea's a big name club. Not a huge fan. When I watched a little bit, it was more Real Madrid was the team I kind of paid attention to because several years ago, I think they had a lot of the big name players, and I liked their jerseys, nice purple jerseys. So I was a Real Madrid guy. Mackenzie Weaver picking it back. He falls behind the net. He's on the puck, trying to get it out. The Caps hammering away. Comes in front. Bobrovsky swats it to the corner. Johansson picks it up. Penalty has expired. Back at even strength. Kicking it through. Now here's Duclair. He's out of the box and he's flying. Duclair makes a nice little deke but loses it. He's going to pick it up and give it a try again. Bounces it off the boards, putting it in deep. Bennett, he's there to chip it in the forecheck. Stolen, coming across. Oh, nice try, the Panthers, but the Caps pick it up and they're going to dump it right back in. We're down to 5 minutes, 40 seconds in the second period. Caps still controlling this period, much like they did the last. Panthers, they want to get it out. They want to go for a change. Comes out and down. Florida's going to regroup with it. Here comes Marchment getting in, and it's cleared to the side. Nice play by Jensen. Forsling holds it in. Marchment, he's going to pound it around behind the net. Too far for Sam Bennett. It's going to come out and all the way down the ice. Larson trying to get it in, but now he retreats. They're going to go for a change. Panthers starting to work their way up. Here they come. Marchment having trouble. Eller finally gets it out. Here come the Caps. Favorite hockey jerseys. Interesting. There's so many good jerseys. Oh, stolen. Caps breaking in, coming through. Went for the pass to Eller. They couldn't make it. Ellers gets sandwiched along the boards. Trying to read the chat and watch the game. What's everyone's favorite jerseys? So I love these Florida jerseys. These white Florida jerseys are gorgeous. I might have to pick one up. I also really like the Seattle Kraken jersey. I don't know if I could bring myself to spending that kind of money on a Kraken jersey, but they are sweet. The damn thing, Sherry. Yeah, that's right. Florida's going to get it out. Down under 4 minutes to go. Those Maple Leaf black jerseys recently were cool. They were. That's this year for sure. I think the Maple Leaf black jersey, the Florida white jersey, and the Seattle Kraken jersey. I think those are my top 3 this year. But of all time, it's way too hard to pick. I like some of the Hartford Whaler jerseys were really nice. I kind of like the LA Kings. Here's Florida, quick shot. Nice save. I like the LA Kings, that like chevron logo. The Gretzky era Kings jersey was nice. Here's Barkov behind the net. He's working it. Florida desperately trying to tie this game up going into the second intermission. Big shot just wide. Rebound comes over. Samsonov makes a save. Huberdeau sending it again. Florida holding the line. Big shot. That's deflected to the corner. Uyghur picks it up. Florida putting on all the pressure right now, controlling the puck nicely. Coming around. Quick shot. I do not buy Drew. I buy the T-shirt versions. Archduke, that's a good way of doing it. Florida hammered. Washington trying to get it out, and they do. It comes out and down the ice. Both teams going to trade up players after an exciting exchange. Here comes Florida, working it down. Stopping, popping, big blast, rebound. It comes all the way to the point. Sherratt, he's going to keep it in. Sherratt coming way down low. He's got Bennett, side of the net, awkward angle. He makes the shot, and Samsonov makes the same. Siri, thank you for your input, but I was not asking. You can go to sleep. The Minnesota reverse retro is super sharp. Yeah, there were so many really, really nice jerseys that have come out. They're just so crazy expensive. The Flyers guy, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. The Flyers guy, since the Flyers are not in the playoffs this year, who are you cheering for? Who is your team that you are supporting? So what a crazy game this has been. It's 2-1 Washington. Florida absolutely dominating in shots right now. Just under 2.5 left to go in the second period. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. This has been an exciting, exciting game. Let's see where we are. We are 2 subscribers away from 1625. So if you haven't subscribed, kindly hit that subscribe button. We do lots of other stuff on the channel. Florida all day, Giroux all day. Nice. Good pick. Good choice. I could see that. Giroux coming from the Flyers. Your loyalty stays with him. I feel you. So we do lots of stuff. So hockey right now, primarily because of the playoffs we're going to be doing. We also have a new Lego build coming up. If you're a Star Wars fan, we got the Lego Boba Fett helmet we picked up. This is going to be our next Star Wars build. Flyers guy, thank you very much. Appreciate that. So we're going to do that Lego build. We also, previously, we did a Darth Vader Lego build head. That was fun. We do trips to the theme park. We're going to spend some time at Canada's Wonderland, going live from there, as well as trips around Ontario from different places we go. So lots of fun throughout the summer. And of course, when hockey ends, we're going to bring some of our talk shows back. We started a season of Let's Go Retro just before hockey started in the fall. So some great retro episodes. If you like talking retro TV shows, video games, movies, and more, you want to check those out. That show's going to come back this summer. And of course, our creator sit-downs where we get to know a lot of the people we watch. So those shows will be coming back after hockey. I have a white Leafs jersey with TML on the shoulders about 20 years ago. Perfect condition. Never been afraid to wear them. Nice. There have been some nice Leaf shirts over the years. I also have a bunch of Team Canada jerseys that I got. And they're still like folded up in the original plastic. I wonder if if I can even unfold them. They're probably so stuck together. But some of those Team Canada jerseys were great over the years. So again, there's lots of hockey today. We have this game following this at 4:30. I'm not calling it, but there's the Colorado Avalanche and the Nashville Predators at 4:30. Tonight, the Rangers and the Penguins go back at it. You can find that on our good friend channel, FPEN Sports. And then, of course, it's Calgary and Dallas later on this evening. Washington gets it. They're going to clear. Barkov picks it up in the neutral zone. He passes it up, takes a hit. Here's Weegar trying to get it up. That's stolen. Weegar, though, gets it back, circling it back to his defense. We got a Vancouver Matt Sundin one, who nowadays, wow. How long was Sundin on Vancouver? It wasn't very long. Sorry, Sam, riding Yukon striker? Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. Yukon is just, it's a little too big for me. They're going to dump it all the way down the ice. 90 seconds to go. Florida trying to get it out, but Washington doing a nice job cutting it off and keeping it in. Here's Weegar. Weegar has it stripped from him. Nice job. They get it out in front. Quick shot. Whoa, Backstrom coming ever so close. Centering it back. Quick shot. Scores! Washington! Wow, the Capitals go up on the board again, taking a 2-goal lead. Wow, Trevor Van Riemsdyk, bada boom, bada bing, puts it home, puts the Caps up 3-1. 4-0 Jays. Awesome, Morgan. Thank you for that update. Jersey was a gift from a friend. I put Sundin on it, being at least sent. Oh, Blair. Nice. Van Riemsdyk waited. Absolutely the same shot, that cookie jar spot, top corner, right over the shoulder of Bobrovsky, puts it home. Wow. Washington going up 3-1. Florida banking it off the boards. 1 minute to go in the second period. Florida has been dominated right now by the Caps. The Caps just playing a much better game. Stolen. Marchment coming in, taking a look. Can't get that pass over. Great job by the Washington defenseman to sprawl down and block that pass. Trevor Van Riemsdyk, that's his second career playoff goal. TVR getting it done. All the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. 33.1 seconds to go. That's right. Great patience. It absolutely was. He waited. spotted his corner and took the shot. He knew exactly what he was doing. It's amazing that he doesn't shoot more with a shot like that. Here we go. Florida's got the draw just to the left of the Washington goaltender. 33 seconds in the first. Setting it up. Florida, it's a scrum draw. Florida's going to come away. They send it back to the point. Sherratt going to dish it over. Throwing it in. That's going to be gloved out of the air by Samsonov. Got a little bit of a scrum in front of the net. Bennett's putting a headlock. Sticks are flying. Achari, he's in there trying to get it going. Got some face washes going on by Schultz. Bennett's down on the ice. Who does he got on the ice? Is that Mantha? Bennett and Mantha, they're going at it. The linesman trying to get between them. This is the time you do not want that job as the linesman because these are some big boys throwing it around. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's still a third. That's right, Conrad. Lots of hockey still to go. Lots of hockey still to go. Wow, what a scrum. Another clown, Bennett. Both of them matching icy halls. Bennett's been good. Bennett's been solid. He's been a great pickup by the Panthers. Backstrom in there, Schultz in there. Oh, that's got to hurt. Pulling the helmet off. So Florida comes away with 4 minutes in penalties from that scrum. Washington only gets 2. So Washington's going to end up with the man advantage coming out of it. Wish I was in Florida. Care, you and me both. Yeah, I haven't been there for a couple of years now, and I can't wait to go back. So Washington comes out of that scrum with a 2-minute power play. There's only 25 seconds left in this period. So Washington's going to start the third with a minute and a half on the power play. The crowd in Washington is going nuts. So the officials are still kind of talking. Love to know what they're discussing. All right, so they're getting ready to drop the puck. They're all coming over. They're putting somebody else in the box, it looks like. So Hornquist is going to go in the box. If you're just coming in, thank you for coming in. Please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe as well. Florida's going to get it out and down the ice. We got 17 seconds to go. There we go. 16:25. 5 subscribers away from 16:30. And it comes right down on Bobrovsky. He's going to hold on to that. 9.9 seconds to go. 1:44 left in the power play. Again, there's our leaderboard right now. So just by hanging out here, being in the chat, whether you're chatting or watching on Ninja, you're earning points. And if you do exclamation mark points, it's going to tell you how many points you have. And if you do gamble, exclamation mark gamble, you can move up the leaderboard. Link to the game video. I actually don't have a link to the game video that I can provide. And that's going to be it. That's going to be the end of the period. We're watching the game, depending on where you're from. We're watching it in Ontario on Sportsnet. I believe ESPN is also carrying the game. So what a period. Washington 3-1 on the leaderboard. Here are your second period statistics. Goals scored. Marcus Johansson is first from Mantha and Backstrom. Trevor Van Riemsdyk, his first from Johansson and Backstrom. Backstrom is factoring in on both goals. Shots that period was 13-7 in favor of the Panthers. Overall, it's 22-18. Florida taking the shot lead. Florida is 0 for 3 on the power play. Washington 1 for 3. Florida, though, still leading the faceoffs, 51% to 49%. 10 block shots for Florida, 9 for Washington. 6 takeaways for Florida, 4 for Washington. 3 giveaways, Florida, 6 for Washington. And the hits are pretty close, 36 hits for Washington, 30 hits for Florida. The penalties in that period, Farabee for tripping, Schultz, interference, Duclair, interference, Mantha, they just said Anthony Mantha minor. So I guess he got a minor penalty. They haven't put up for what yet. Sam Bennett for tripping and Sam Bennett for roughing, and that's served by Hornquist. So does that mean that Sam Bennett gets a game misconduct if his penalty is being served by Hornquist? We'll have to wait and see. Crazies, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We appreciate it. Let's go ahead and bring in our second period guests. First, today we're going to go reverse order. First, coming at us apparently from the Retro Arcade, ladies and gentlemen, it is AAU Triton. Hello, sir.
Retro Arcade, it's the holodeck from Star Trek. I mean, come on, get with it.
Sorry, my bad. And let us bring you in from the Great White North, sitting in the sun, taking the game, Dallas Hockey Girl. Welcome in, and hello, everybody.
Welcome to the game.
There we go. How you guys doing on a Saturday afternoon?
Not
It's
bad.
fabulous.
We're doing pretty good. I mean, this game has got me tearing a little bit, you know. Or it's the onions that I just cut up for dinner, but it's one of the two.
Are you crying because you actually get another game to watch down there in Maine?
No, I'm crying because of how horrible the Panthers are doing.
You're a punk. You're a punk.
Listen, Washington right now is a better team. Washington has been playing much, much better. No, coincidental minors of Bennett and Mantha, then added a minor for. Oh, gotcha. Thank you, Bernie. Micro, what's going on? Welcome in. Again, thank you everyone for being here. What a fun game!
A little battling, you know, some left and rights going on here.
A lot of rumbles.
A little bit. Listen, we thought Toronto Tampa was, getting a little rumbly tumbly, but this is a different level. So this is what hockey is meant to be. In the Toronto series, there's a lot of chippiness, a lot of sticking and jabbing, and that leads to these big blowups. But here it's just good, wholehearted hockey. Other than that last scrum is a little dicey, but for the most part, this is good old time hockey.
Yeah, old time hockey. You go to watch the game. You go to see the fights.
Right. We love going to a hockey fight and see a game break out.
There we go. I love it, Ian.
Triton is such a punk. I love you, Ian. I love you. Ian gets to ride with the man. But they've got Ovechkin. I mean, Ovechkin's been around a long time. Say what you will about him, good or bad, but he's a solid leader. He's a solid leader for the team.
He is absolutely. Hey, Carla, what's up? Welcome in. Ovechkin is a solid leader, and not only does he lead by his words, because over the years he's chewed out people. If you make a mistake, Ovi's going to let you know. But he also leads by example. When he wants you to score, he will go out and set himself up to score.
I do have to say secretly, I do hope the Panthers win the series, though. For one reason. It'd be amazing for round 2 to have to see Sam suffer through the entire season, the Leafs and Panthers.
Sam won't know what to do with himself.
That will be tough. That will be real. Listen, if it ends up being the Leafs and the Panthers, I'm happy either way. From a selfish side in my hockey pool, I have 2 Panthers and only 1 Leaf, so I'd want the Panthers to move on.
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
For shame.
But
somebody report him to the Canadian Hockey Society. Somebody, thank you.
But I would like, for gambling reasons, I'd love to see the Leafs go on, and I think that would be super, super exciting. Buck Skull in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Buck Skull. Leafs are winning it in 5, according to Buck. Yes, it could be. We have to see. Whoever wins Game 4 tomorrow, that'll tell a tale. We'll have to see.
So, Dallas, back to that. I'm not letting that slide too easily. Back to that. How do you feel that he has 2 Panthers but only 1 Leaf on his team?
Blasphemy. It's absolute blasphemy.
Well, it just happened. So we were picking 9th overall, and it just happened to be that where it came when we wanted to get into the Leafs, all the other Leafs were gone ahead. So it was slim pickings, and we took Mikheyev. So Mikheyev with his 2 goals last night helped us out immensely.
Yeah, You're still a traitor.
Yeah, I'm figuring how I dig myself out of this, and I got nothing.
You got nothing.
I
You
got
got nothing. But just for you, Sam, got the big glass of ginger ale.
There we go.
I think that's Canada Dry.
Canada Dry. Canada Dry.
Sitting out on the deck. Beautiful day up there.
You know, you can go to 7-Eleven and you can get your Coke slushy or your Pepsi slushy, your Orange Crust slushy. Why is there no Canada Dry ginger ale slushy?
Good question.
I'm getting
Good
the evil looks.
Maybe you should invent it.
I should.
question.
There you go.
Take it to the Dragons. Invent the ginger ale slushy and take it to the Dragons.
There you go. So Canada Dry, if you're watching, I don't even know which parent company they're from.
Sponsored by Canada Dry.
Canada Dry, if you're watching, we want Canada Dry slushies
Yes,
with my
all
face
summer.
on the machine.
All summer. We want Canada Dry slushies all summer.
All summer long. That's right.
That would be very cool. I think just pour your ginger ale in the glass, put it in the freezer, and then crush it up in the blender. We could do that.
I
That'd be
don't
very
know, but it seems like Blair is upset with Sam.
Was thinking you were a big Leafs fan like me. There I am. I promise. I promise. Look, it's right here beside me.
When it comes to Leafs in Florida, Sam just doesn't know which direction to go. One day he'll cheer for the Leafs, then he'll cheer for Florida, and they'll be back and forth in the series, and we'll just have to see how it goes.
It would be an amazing series. Both teams
That'd be
super
very cool.
fast, super skillful. Man, it would be a crazy, crazy series.
But
to
on
watch.
the other hand, if it's the Leafs and the Capitals, there's going to be a lot more fights.
Yes.
Ooh, the Leafs and the
I think there will
Caps. You know, it's funny.
There will be.
The whole time we've been doing these predictions and talking about playoff potential matchups in the rounds, never once did I even give any consideration to we could see a Toronto-Washington series. I just always assumed Florida was going to get there. That's actually scary. If it ends up being Toronto-Washington, Washington is very much like Tampa Bay. They're a big hitting, big rough and tough type of team. And I think Toronto, if they get through Tampa and taking the beating that they've been taking game in and game out, to have to go through another series with a very similar like team, I don't know if Toronto would have it to go through that twice in a row.
I just want to see the Leafs and the Rangers go at it so you and Bear Shark can duke it out.
Yes, I want
cool.
to see that. Yes,
That'd
I
be
hope
cool.
so.
I'll buy tickets to that.
If they do, we'll have to figure out a way that we can collaborate and do a stream on both channels. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think Bear Shark was saying that last night or the night before.
Yeah, he wants to do that too.
Yeah,
Totally.
dual stream. Yeah,
That'll be a great series.
Yeah, that would be. So just imagine. So that would kind of be in the conference final. So if we had Toronto, Florida, that series would be amazing. Then to go to Toronto, New York, that series would be fantastic. Those two series would be better than whatever the Stanley Cup final is going to work out to be. Unless it ended up being like a Toronto, Colorado would be spectacular, or even Toronto, Calgary would be a great series.
and could you imagine if it's the Leafs versus the Rangers for the final?
That I mean, it wouldn't be for the Cup final, but
Why not?
Because the way the divisions are aligned, they're on the same side. So, but it would be for the conference. So on the Eastern bracket, those two would match for the championship of the Eastern side.
He said he can take the Bear Shark because he's a big softie. Where's the Bear Shark? Bear Shark he's hiding here somewhere. Those are fighting words. He'll come after you.
He's getting ready for tonight. I'm sure he's going to be all fired up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and go in and watch that with him too. Because somebody got me watching hockey all the time now. Do
you get the Rangers game tonight?
I do.
They must only get playoff games down in Maine. He doesn't get any regular games.
I can probably get quite a few of them throughout the season, but I like to, like I said, watch the ones like that we're talking about as we're streaming, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though Blair, like a minute behind, but he's a little slow, you know?
Blair, absolutely. The Oilers Flames would be a spectacular round two. That would be
Battle
really,
of
really
Alberta. Battle of Alberta.
Oh, is that like the West Conference or something?
Yeah, the West.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to leave you guys for 2 seconds if you don't mind holding down the fort. I just have to go get another bottle of water.
Sure.
Go for it. We'll time
right.
you.
I'll
Go.
be right back.
All right. So
Okay.
should we duke it out like the Capitals and Panthers?
Yeah, no. Any my chat people? Does anybody in the chat have a question? Hockey, non-hockey, any question? Does anybody in the chat have a question?
I have a question. What's that green stuff behind you? I thought Canada was always white.
This is called trees and grass.
You guys get grass up there?
Yes, we do get grass. Just last week they installed grass. Excuse me. See, I'm allergic to you. Oh, Ian. Oh, see, according to Ian, we're going downhill because it's you and me by ourselves now. We've been left to our own devices.
Hey, we can run this show, you know.
Excuse me again. I'm still allergic to Triton. Oh my goodness. Nobody in the chat has a question? What snacks is everybody having this fine Kentucky Derby afternoon? What snacks are you preparing this evening, Triton?
I think I'm going to be making some buffalo chicken wings.
Oh, that sounds good. That's good. Everybody to Triton's house for buffalo chicken wings. Oh, there's Sam.
Oh, he came
There we
back.
go. I'm back.
We were
Sorry.
we were figuring out what snacks we were going to have for the Kentucky Derby this afternoon. Triton's making buffalo chicken wings.
Oh,
So
if
everybody's
I was,
going over to his house.
I think the best snack to go with the Kentucky Derby would be a nice Haagen-Dazs with the hazelnuts or some caramel corn.
And you got to have the mint julep.
My favorite ice cream is in Haagen-Dazs. It's Ben and Jerry's, and it's New York Super Fudge Chunk.
Oh, that's the
Ooh,
best.
you
I
heard
love
of
that.
Before?
Which one?
What was it? Say it again.
New York Super Fudge Chunk.
It's chocolate and vanilla ice cream with white and chocolate chunks in it. It's the bomb.
Dina's eyes just got very big. She loves Ben and Jerry's. We haven't
good.
tried that
You'll
one.
find it
What's
at
your-
Ben and
Oh,
Jerry's.
you have to try that one. You got to try it.
Oh, Blair's having a ham and cheese sandwich. That sounds really good.
She likes the
Is it
Tonight
toasted?
Dough.
No,
it's nice.
Dee, you have to try the New York Super Fudge Chunk.
You do. It's very good.
All right, she's going to add it to her cart right now. We also know. So Dallas, you're probably very familiar with Kawartha Dairy.
Oh yeah.
So up north, we get Kawartha Dairy ice cream, and on the way when we go up to Halliburton, we pass the Kawartha Dairy, and we often will get ice cream there. And Moose Tracks is the big flavor.
Oh, yeah, I've had Moose Tracks.
Favorite.
Yes, it was one that and our Chapman's ice cream that we have, which is not too far from me, just an hour or so. The Chapman's ice cream factory, because they're one of the few ice cream makers that are peanut free. She's outgrown it, but my niece was allergic to peanuts. She's since outgrown it, so it's no longer a concern. But at the time when she was little, and we had to watch for everything with nuts in it, they were one of the only ice creams that didn't have any nuts. So
I didn't know that.
So she could actually enjoy it.
Nice.
Because everything's made in all the peanut-free ice cream is made in a separate area, and like the workers don't go back and forth and all that kind of stuff to make sure it's safe.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That's really good. That's business
really
responsibility. That's great.
So,
Bucks, one sec. Bucks, I'm not sure. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting game. Vasilevsky is 15-0 coming off a loss. So Leafs are going to be in tough tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll read the news overnight, and we'll put our predictions in before game time. It's going to be a close one. All right, go ahead, Triton.
So you're from Canada.
Afternoon tea.
Right?
Yes, I'm from Canada. Last time I checked.
And you caught at least a little bit of my 360 tour stream, right?
I caught a little bit, yes. Hang on a second. What just happened here? All right, sorry.
You want to know why you're not having
So when are
afternoon
you
tea,
coming
right?
down to Old Orchard Beach and we can meet up?
Ooh.
It is a famous Canadian tourist attraction.
I would
Get
love
a lot
to.
of Canadians down there.
Yeah. So I don't know where in Maine. I might have told the story on one of the retro streams, going way back. But you remember the movie It Takes Two with Kirstie Alley and the Olsen twins and all that?
Oh, yeah.
And Police Academy dude. Can't think of his name right now. It's terrible because I should know it.
What are you laughing at, Ian?
Anyways, Kirstie Alley lived next door or in,
I remember
some
that.
family. And Kirstie Alley has a house in Maine, and we were talking about it and whatnot. So I don't know exactly where in Maine, but we've always said, oh, it sounded like everything she described sounded like such a lovely area. And what you've shown us from the area where you've gone looks like such a great area. So it is one of the places we'd love to get to at some point to check out.
New England always looks very pretty in the summer and in the fall.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever get down to that area, we could go to Old Orchard Beach and Funtown, book 2 different amusement parks. I could be your personal tour guide.
For sure. Listen, if I was ever to come down, even if it was just for a business trip and we were stopping over there, you would be the first. I can't say phone call because I don't have your number, but the first message I'd send to would be, hey, I'm in the area. We have to say hello. So absolutely, for sure. I'm not the most adventurous person by any means, which you guys probably saw when we were up north and I was kind of starting to do the hike into the woods and I chickened out very quickly. I'm not the most adventurous person going around, but we like to have fun and we like to check out some places. So now
Morgan, my favorite ice cream is what I stated earlier, the Ben & Jerry's New York Super Fudge Chunk.
I love the New York Super Fudge Chunk. Morgan, my other one is Haagen-Dazs chocolate and peanut butter. That's a really good one.
Yeah. Ian loved that movie. Blair's sisters loved that movie back in 97. It was good. Steve Guttenberg. Thank you. My gosh. Holy moly. Let me tell you the story real quick because they're going to be coming back.
You didn't remember it was Steve Guttenberg?
I don't know. It's afternoon. My brain isn't working.
It's a bit of a knockoff. The movie was a bit of a knockoff of The Parent Trap.
It was for sure.
A cute movie.
So we got invited to go to the set one day. And we were sitting there, and Steve Guttenberg comes in, and I don't even remember how old I was back then, but Steve Guttenberg comes in, and of course, the only thing I can muster up to say, because I was a little bit of starstruck, is I loved you in Short Circuit. And he was like, thanks. I'm like, I couldn't even come up with a good Police Academy line. I couldn't come up with anything off the top of my head. Instead, I go right to Short Circuit. And as soon as he left, I kind of went, oh, why did I say that?
Short Circuit was a great movie.
Oh, I love Short Circuit. Johnny Five alive.
That's right. And it actually still holds up a little bit. If you watch it today, it's still a fun movie.
It does. And then we're on the countdown for Top Gun 2. That's going to be fabulous. I can't wait to see it in the big theater. To see it in the big theater, all the special effects, that's going to be very cool.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Okay, we're back on.
Thank you very much. The game is on.
Woo!
It's third period time. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Caps. Let's see it in the chat.
Let's go for some good hockey.
All right.
And go Kentucky Derby. Go Horses. Woo!
Thanks. All right. Game is back on. Here we go. Washington up 3-1. It's game time. Let's see what happens. Caps are on a power play for another minute to start this period. Let's see it in the chat. Thanks for hanging out during this second period intermission. Johnny 5 is alive. Yeah, it was such a good movie. Let's see it in the chat. Who are you cheering for? Let's see. Go. I almost said go Leafs go. Go Florida. Go Washington. Let's drop the chat cheering for your teams. Washington's bring it back. Starting to move. Here they come. Backstrom's going to carry it up the ice. Going to slide it across. Hits the blue line. They get it in. Ovi's going to dump it down and around. Looking to cut it off is Backstrom. He has it on the boards. He's got some backup with him in Sherry. It's going to come out back to the point. Carlson setting it up. Going down deep. Trying to move it in front. Kuznetsov working through. It comes over to Ovechkin. He's being pressured. Ovechkin gets bumped off the puck. Comes back around the other side. Backstrom's there to pick it up. Goes behind the net. Kuznetsov looks one way, going to look the other way. Slides it in front. They try to bat it out of the air. Florida picks it up, and that's going to kill the power play, even strength. And here comes Reinhart with a blast. And the Washington goalie had to be sharp there. Washington's going to clear it out. It's going to roll all the way down the ice. Ladies and gentlemen, those are our good friends, Dallas Hockey Girl and AAU Triton. AAU Triton, he mentioned it on the intermission break. He has a fantastic channel where he does a lot of technology-related videos, some 360 videos, some virtual reality videos. Let's drop Triton's link in the chat. If you love those type of videos, VR ride videos, virtual theme park visits, definitely check him out and give him a subscribe. I don't think Ovechkin is fully healthy. Melvin, you know what? He looked like something was off. I said it earlier in the game. He just had this look on his face. I thought it was somewhat of disgust or frustration, but maybe he's got some kind of injury that's just nagging him just a little bit. Nice little shot there, high and wide by the Caps. Coming around, Orlov, he's going to keep it in. Florida trying to get it out. Here comes the captain, Barkov, carrying it up, sliding it in. Barkov gets it back, going around behind the net, banking it off the boards, back to the line. Big shot. It hit somebody and just trickled wide. Marchman in there trying to pick it up. And Washington's going to do a good job. They can't get it out, but they pick up the loose puck. Now they do. They're moving it all the way up. Florida's going to dump it right back in. There's a broken stick laying right in the middle of the ice. Somebody needs to pick that up. Jensen, he's going to carry it up. Verhaeghe takes him out. Florida's going to pick it up. Stolen by Eller, coming in. You know, I tell you, Florida right now could use someone like Vinny Trocheck. He could make a difference in a game like this. Sending it up, big save. Florida trying to clear it out. Washington, they're going to send it right back in. It bobbles in. Trocheck was great when he was on the Floridas. I was sorry to see him go. Here's Washington still controlling the play. Washington has absolutely controlled this game. Florida got out with an early lead, but it's been all Caps since. Schultz brings it back, turning and sending it up ice. Here we go. All the way down. Gudas back, sending it up. Florida in the neutral zone. Sending it back in, but just kind of missed the pass. Gudas has to go back, tries to get to Reinhardt. He missed that. Giroux sending it up, playing a little catch. Giroux back in the middle. Forsling tried to get a shot off. He couldn't. Here they come again. Quick shot. Nice save. Rebound is there. Florida can't capitalize. Reinhardt makes a nice goal. Smells like somebody's barbecuing outside. How injured is Freddie? Rainmaker, what's up? Freddie as in Freddie Anderson? I think he's still going to be out for a little bit. I haven't heard a return date for him. Here's Gudas. Gudas setting it up. Florida trying to break in. Coming around. Florida just can't get anything going in Washington territory. Washington is all over them. Morgan, thank you. Jays with a 4-1 lead. Not which TV, so I can't see if he is or not. Coming around. Florida, Marchment goes off the boards, getting it down. Here it comes. Breaking in. Patrick Hornquist. Samsonov makes the save. Florida, can't keep it in. Ovi picks up the loose puck. Ovi bringing it into Florida territory. Making it deep. Coming into the slot. What a save. Bobrovsky denies Ovechkin as he cuts through the middle. Ovechkin is being hacked and bothered all the way through. Unbelievable. Blair. Nice, Blair. That's right. If Ovi was to finish that, this would be game over. I think Florida, just the way this game is going, Florida's going to have a tough time picking up 2 goals. Samsonov is locked in. Washington is doing a great job collapsing defensively, shutting the door. So Florida's going to have a tough time to find 2 goals. If they put one more on the board, I don't think they'll be able to pick it up and come back. That could have been a hook on Sherratt. Yeah, 100%. 100%. If Ovi gets a couple more years, yeah, it'll be very interesting to see. I mean, I think Ovi can definitely play a couple more years, but can he continue his goal-scoring pace? Can he continue getting, 40, 50 goals for the next couple years? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. So it comes down. We got an icing call and a big hit there as icing is called. It's a little bit of a late whistle on the icing. I think that's kind of what they're saying to the officials. So we're going to be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. for our Mother Day special presentation of the Leafs and the Lightning game number 4, a crucial game number 4. If Toronto can take it, they go up 3-1 in the series. If Tampa takes it, they tie it up 2-2 coming back for game 5 in Toronto on Tuesday night. Giroux coming in to take the draw. Florida looking to get something going. We got just under 15 minutes to go. Dowd being summoned to the circle as he was taking his time. Puck is dropped. It's a scrum, comes back to the point. Weegar slides it over. Weegar looking to do something right off the draw. Back to Bennett, and it's picked up by the Caps. It's a race for it. Here comes the Caps. And they turn it over. Florida picking it up. Weegar, long pass. Tipping it in is Verhaeghe. Comes down, Giroux's on him. Big hit in the corner. Well, not that big. But they're working it through. Thank you for all the likes and all the subscribes, all of our new friends. Appreciate it so very much. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about a non-Canadian player getting the record and taking it out of Canada. So I hope you're right, Sam. Yeah, Blair, that's a good point. That's a good point. I never really thought about that too much. Florida trying to break their way through, but Washington's doing a great job just continually getting the puck out and de-escalating the pressure that Florida is bringing in. Here's Marchment. He's going to pick it up behind the net. He has his stick lifted. Washington gets it out, but it's at the point. Florida, Marchment spinning, taking a shot deflected into the corner. Here comes Florida again. Washington seems to be blocking everything. Marchment sending it in front. Whack down in front. No play. Marchment gets it to the line. It comes out. Frosling has to back it up. Hey, Christina G. Welcome in. Here's Marchment again, cutting and cross, and he left the puck. You need the puck if you're going to score. Marchment trying to do it all on his own. Here's Johansson coming down deep. Spinning around, taking a big hit on the boards. Another big hit. Florida starting to throw the body around a little bit. Here comes the Caps. Moving the puck around, holding it down there deep. Now they get it out. Chipped up. Gudas is there, and Gudas takes a hit from Johansson on the board. Nice play there. Anthony Mantha bringing it over for Washington. He stops in the corner and turns, and it comes right on net. Bobrovsky's going to glove it and hold on to that. Fantastic shift by Mantha back from Johansson. That's right, Bernie. I tell you, Washington is really impressive today. They are playing a much better all-around game, way better than I anticipated them playing. I am super, super impressed the look of the Caps so far tonight. Dean Hill, what's going on? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Guys, we are 3 subscribers away from hitting 1630. If you haven't subscribed, kindly hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 1630. After tonight's game, we are going to be back tomorrow for the Leafs and the Lightning. In the series we've been following, we're calling every game for. We've been talking, our good friends over the FPEN network is going to be doing the game tonight, the Ranger game. And following that, we have our weekly recap game, Even Strength. Myself, Dave the Bear Shark, and Crystal from the Crystal Palace all getting together to talk hockey, talk playoffs, and have a whole lot of fun. So if you're around, if you're not doing anything later tonight, 10 o'clock, following the Ranger game over on the FPN Sports Network, we are going to be sitting down and talking about the first week of playoffs. And of course, also doing hockey, we talked about him earlier, Pete McDevitt over on the Pete McDevitt Show. He is doing lots of hockey as well as baseball and basketball and a whole bunch of Disney content as well. He's going to have the Panther Capital game, I think the Monday game he's doing. So you'll definitely want to check him out and support him as he continues with this series. Between the 3 channels, we have a lot of your Eastern playoff games covered. So definitely check us all out. Enjoy the playoff action. We're going to keep bringing you lots of playoff excitement. Of course, we have our channel memberships that I just want to mention again. With a channel membership for as low as less than a Starbucks coffee, you get access to all of our fun custom emojis, other perks and benefits. You get your name badge. You get all kinds of stuff. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, GBV, he's a good friend of ours, and he does a great job. So we support him all the way around. As well, with the channel memberships, I want to mention we are 2 members away from getting our next emoji slot. So we are 2 members away from getting that next custom emoji slot so we can add even more. So here we go. Game is back on. Working through. Here they come. Panthers desperate now, trying to get something happening to get back in this game. It's 3-1 Washington, 12 minutes to go in the third period. Here they come. Florida looking to hunt. Stolen. Here comes Washington 2-on-2 working in, and they elect to kind of dump it to the open corner. Picking it up, Johansson trying to work through there. He's being pressured to the boards. Picked up by Forsling. Forsling's going to get it out, but the Caps try to hammer it back in, but we got a call right away. So we're going to get a whistle coming up. Giroux looking a little frustrated over at the Panthers bench. Most comebacks in a season in NHL history, it was the Panthers, so you can never count them out. Panthers with 29 comeback wins this year. They're atop. Lightning in second with 29, tied with the Panthers for 29, and the Caps with 28. So both these teams, the Caps and the Panthers, sure like to score a whole lot of third period goals.
Difficult, and I think the Panthers are finding that out right now in this series. The Caps have done a great job of frustrating this Panthers team and not allowing them to play the game that they want to play, which is a skating game. Barkov gets it back from Duclair. Top line
coming through. Working in Panthers. They can't just get anything going. Comes all the way out. Huberdeau gets plastered. We got a penalty coming up. Well, let's see. Is this going to be a capital penalty? No, Huberdeau. Huberdeau's getting the interference call. Okay, GBV, this is going to be your last warning. Okay, GBV, they're good friends of our channel. So we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you having fun. But this is going to be your last warning. We will have to hide you if you continue to do that. Okay, so I've officially said it. This is your last warning, so thank you. Again, we love you being here, and you've been a great contributor to this game and to the chat. But that's your last warning. So let's keep it hockey, and if you have those thoughts, you can keep them to yourself, please. Thank you. Here come the Caps. Ovi working it back. Here they come. Long pass. Caps trying to break in. If the Caps score on this power play, it is very much going to be just about the end of it. Here's Ovi working it back. Carlson setting it up. Working through Backstrom. Dishes it off. Kuznetsov back to Backstrom. Gets it back. Back to the point to Carlson. Ovi, the shot, Ovi was fading back to his spot, but they elected to shoot, and it just rolled wide. Florida clears 1:11 on the clock, on the power play, I should say. Just over 10 minutes to go in the third period. Here they come. Working through, stops, pops, turns around to Sheary. Sheary can't get it down, stolen by Florida. Florida, Gudas, long pass. Florida looking to do something shorthanded. Gudas gets it back. Look out, Gudas is under trouble. Gudas gets it out and down the ice. Schultz is going to pick it up. 40 seconds to go in the Washington power play now. Will this give Florida the momentum they're looking for? 100%, Bernie, 100%. Quick shot. There it is. Ovechkin. He scores. The great 8, bam, puts it home. That's going to make it real tough for Florida to come back. Unbelievable. Ovi blasts it through. Yeah. No chance for Bobrovsky. That's going to put this game at a reach 4-1 with 9:32 left in the third. With Samsonov playing the way he's playing, I don't think Florida's going to be coming back. Florida could go down 2-1 to the Caps. But stranger things, there's still 10 minutes 9.5 minutes to go. Ovi puts the power play goal on the board. What a shot. How do you not realize that this is going to happen? I mean, we're just fans. We're just watching, and we're enjoying. Alex Ovechkin, 28 career power play goals. They took that stat down too fast, so I didn't see the rest of it. So, Ovi, you know where he's going to be. He's going to be around that top of the circle, and he's going to set it up to blast. You know he's going to be there. How you leave him open? Tremendous work again by Manthan Johansson on the boards. Sherry, they're just doing the right things. They're clicking. They are clicking, and they are moving really, really well. Florida coming through, taking a shot, trying to center it in front. They can't. Something smells like it's on fire. 7-1 Jays now. Wow, amazing, Morgan. All good. I don't dislike Ovi. Ovi has been spectacular. Somebody's doing something outside because it smells like something's burning. Here come the Panthers. Sherratt, he's back, setting it up to Ekblad. What a defensive pairing, Ekblad and Sherratt. Would not want to come down on those two. Big, tough defensemen. Here's Weegar. Weegar's going to send it up. Long pass. That's going to miss everybody. I'm going to go the length of the ice for icing. Unbelievable. I am so amazed the way the Capitals are playing. Did not anticipate this at all. Thank you to our newest subscriber. We are now 2 subscribers away. 2 from 1630. You guys have been fantastic today. Appreciate it so very much with all the likes and all the subs. Can we get to 1630? This is amazing. Our goal is to hit 2,000 by the end of the playoffs. I think we can probably do that before, but that's my goal. And hopefully you guys can help us share the streams out and spread it word of mouth. Tell people to come find the channel and help us grow to hit that 2,000 marker. Here come the Flyers. My God. The Panthers. Duclair. He has it stripped and stolen from him. Here comes Kuznetsov. It's a 3-on-2 for Washington shaping up. Nice play by the Florida defenseman. Florida steals it and gets it down the ice. If you smell fire or burnt toast, it's a sign of a stroke. Do you need a Leafs win? I'm okay, and yes, I need a Leafs win. Coming through. Oh, Guda's taken down. Florida, they're going to chip it out through the neutral zone, but Washington just seems to be there to pick up every loose puck in the neutral zone. Washington is playing core, fundamental hockey, and that's why they are winning this game. I kind of mentioned it in the first that Florida was slowing down. Florida wasn't playing their speed game. Big hit there at the blue line, and it comes in. We got a call. Was this going to be offside? Something happened right at the blue line, but it's just out of camera. Hopefully not vanilla either. No, I'm all good. We opened the windows to let the fresh air come in. We don't want to turn on the air conditioning just yet. And every time, it's a small neighborhood, so every time somebody's barbecuing or doing something, you get that scent that kind of drifts through, and I love it. There are some really good cooks in the neighborhood. If you're watching and you live in my neighborhood and you're one of those people cooking with the spices and the scents and all of that, I can smell it. It's fantastic. But I did just buy, we have a garden in our back, and I had some spots for some new plants. So we just bought some beautiful purple hydrangeas, which are great. And I bought some lavender for the first time. So we planted this lavender plant, which I hope I didn't kill it planting it because it's a little tough to get out of the pot. But that smelled so good, digging the hole and putting it in, just working with that lavender. Oh, what a fantastic scent. So I can't wait for that to take shape and really grow in the garden. I'm not much of a gardener, but I figured this year trying to add a couple of things back there and hopefully like to spend a little bit more time out in the backyard this spring, summer. 2018 Caps put Holtby in late game 2 against Columbus and then started game 3, and the rest of the Caps history for lifetime with Cup number 1. Samsonov comes in relief for game 2 and has been stellar today. He really has been stellar. He's been on point. He's made some big saves when he had to. He had that one which I think it was it the second Washington goal when he absolutely robbed Florida point blank, made the save, and then Washington came back and scored. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I appreciate you being here, but if you can translate that to English, I'd love to have you here in the chat. I just unfortunately don't know what it is, nor do I have translator handy. So if you can translate and put that to English, that would be fantastic. We'd love to have you here. Whoopsies. Here we go. Let's try this. So here we go. They're back from commercial break. 7 minutes to go. Uh-oh, what just happened to my feed? Came back. Caps have been one of the best at shots allowed this year. Wow, that's awesome. The Caps are doing such a great job. I was not expecting this much of a defensive effort from them. Florida really struggling to get it out of their own end of the ice right now. Here come the Panthers. They finally get it out, but Washington, again, doing a great job standing them up just inside the line. Florida just cannot penetrate and get on any attack. And here comes Washington again with the backhanded shot. Great play. Bobrovsky had to be strong there. Comes all the way back down. Orlov, he's going to set it up. Look to move it. Shots are only 5 for Florida, 4 for Washington in this period. Florida's not going to score 3 goals if they've only had 5 shots on this whole period. Washington playing great shutdown hockey. Florida again trying to put some pressure, and Washington is clearing it out.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Backstrom. He's going to get it out. Tips it up. Florida's going to pick it up, but again, they just can't get anything going. They get through the neutral zone. They just can't get it into Florida territory. Stars only had 16 shots in game 1. Wow, Dean. That is crazy. Yeah, again, we love to have visitors here from all around the world, but unfortunately, we can only accept messages in English. So if you want to give us the translation, use Google Translate, whatever it is, and drop it in. We'd really appreciate that. But thank you all for being here. Thanks for the likes, and thanks for hitting the subscribes. Appreciate it. Keep the sub train rolling. We are so close. Let's do a refresh. We're so close to 1630. We're 2 subscribers away. Let's get 2 friends to hit that subscribe button. Here it is. Florida finally has it deep in Washington territory, looking to set something up, centering it in the slot. Oh, and Uyghur just couldn't bury it. So Florida with the opportunity, but we're now less than 5 to go. 5 minutes remaining in this tilt. Here comes Florida. Florida going up high this time, and Samsonov is there, taking it off the shoulder. 3 guys tackling Marchment. Ovechkin, Carlson, and somebody else. Oshie all grabbed Marchment. Unbelievable. Marchment is laughing. Marchment, what a great young talent. I did not expect the play of Marchment to develop as quickly as it was. Marchment and Ovechkin, they're having a laugh about something. That's quite funny. Ovechkin tonight, 1 goal, 1 assist, and 6 hits. So here's a guy who's in contention, chasing the greatest goal-scoring record of all time, chasing the great one, and he is actually dishing out hits.
Let's go!
Ovechkin is the guy you want. Nicholas, thank you so much. There you go. The blue goal horn light for you. That means we are 1 away. 1 away. Thank you kindly for the subscribe. So not only is Ovechkin that goal-scoring beast that he is, he throws his body, he lays it on the line. And if you're a fantasy sports player, if you're in hockey pools, Ovechkin is a multi-category scorer. He gets you points for goals. He gets you points for assists, plus minus, special teams, hits, penalties. He does it everything. Ovechkin is the guy every year we would draft on our team, and we did it auction style where you'd have to bid. We'd always go high on Ovechkin because we knew he's going to cross almost every single category across the board. 72nd career playoff goal for Ovi, 1 goal and 3 assists so far in the playoffs. It's unbelievable for this guy. He is an absolute beast. So now, do I expect over the years as he's chasing this record, is he going to slow up his physical play? Most people would say yes, but with Ovi, he's not. That's part of his game. That's how he creates space. Marchment, another one that needs an attitude adjustment. Oh, Bernie, but he's so good. He's a good young player. I think he thinks of himself a little bit better than he is, but I really like Marchment. He's gonna be something good over the years. Duclair's another one. Anthony Duclair, who really would get no respect in the off seasons, right? When he was a free agent, nobody would sign him. It took him a long time to find a team. He's bounced around a little bit, couldn't really find a home where he could thrive, and he comes to Florida, and Duclair is looking great. He's looking really, really good. Here we go. They are back. Quick shot. Nice save again by the Washington goaltender. Florida, 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Back to the point. Barkov with a shot. Doesn't get through. Marchment gets it over to Huberdeau. Barkov coming down the middle with the shot. Rebound. They're trying to throw it in front of the net. And Marchment is taken. Oh, he's bowled over twice. Was that Marchment or was it somebody else? No, it wasn't Marchment. It was somebody else. And they come down into the open net. Washington scores in the open net. That is going to do it. It's the icing on the cake. It's going to put it away 5-1. Capitals. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was a big, big gamble. I understand what the coach of the Panthers is trying to do. You're trying to get the extra man out there to make something happen. But Washington has owned this game. And if the coach has been watching any of it, you would realize there's no way pulling your goalie is going to work because Florida has not had any type of possession. They haven't controlled the puck on a power play. They haven't done anything. So bad call to pull the goalie. I know what he was trying to do. But the way the Caps are playing, not the right call. Is that icing on the butt cake? Nice, Triton. Way to tie it all together. Love it. Watch out for the Panthers taking liberties. Yeah, I agree. This is where it's going to get real chippy now. Panthers are going to try and set a tone for the next game. They pick it up. Panthers skating around. Sherratt trying to go cross ice. Coming all the way down. Chase is on. Sherratt. He's there. Connor McMichael is so fast. He is so fast. Here come the Panthers coming in. Late in the game, trying to get something done, just trying to redeem themselves, trying to get something past Samsonov, finding a little chink in the armor. Florida playing all down low behind the Washington net. That's not going to do it. You see the Oilers last night. Yeah, Oilers showed up and embarrassed the Kings. 8-2. So they're coming around. 3:15 to go. Here come the Caps again. Ovechkin couldn't cut through, and that's stolen by the Florida defense. We got a whistle called. We got a penalty. What on earth? What is that call? So the ref has the arm up like I guess, is he calling for a huddle? What? Oh, that's too many men on the ice. So Florida taking a terrible call. Too many men on the ice. I've never actually seen the signal for that. I saw the hand up and the ref is doing this. I'm like, does he want to make bread? Is he making a pot? Is he calling for a meeting? What's going on? I didn't realize that was the call for too many men on the ice. 3 games held to 1 goal or fewer, tied the fewest games in the NHL last 30 seasons. Washington, wow. Wow, so the power play, Washington in game 1 and game 2, they were 2 for 6. Today alone, they're 2 for 5. Oh, and the linesman called in to do some ice repair. One of my favorite moments when the officials get down with the water bottle and the puck to fix the ice. Samantha Lowe, good afternoon. Welcome in. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope you're having a great weekend and a great week. That's Triton stirring the pot. That's Triton getting ready for second intermission. This is a signal for trash talking with Triton. Unbelievable. So what a spectacular game this has been tonight. Thank you all for hanging out with us. It's 5-1 Washington. I don't think anybody would have predicted this outcome tonight. Caps 4 for 11 on power play and 9 for 9 on penalty kills so far. And they got a minute 44. Let's see how much pressure Washington puts on. They're going to flip it on Bobrovsky. He's going to play. Coming through, working their way around. We're going to do a refresh. We're still one subscriber away from 1630. So if you've popped in recently and you haven't hit the subscribe button, please consider it. Help us get to 1630. Triton's firing up the Caps. Quick shot. Nice save, Bobrovsky. Curious to see after tonight's performance, not that Bobrovsky's been bad, but do we see Spencer Knight getting a start for the next game? Nice block there by the Panthers. They're going to airlift it out and down the ice. Be very curious to see if Spencer Knight does get the start. Here's Washington bringing it up. They're kind of slowly just carrying it. Carlson, he's going to play it back. Capitals circling around. Coming through. Caps take it down deep. Florida picks it up, though. They go high off the glass. They're going to clear it. Here's Conrad. Conrad going happy. The Caps are winning on this Saturday matinee game. Saturday. Let's go. Saturday. What? It's the old hockey song from Hockey Night in Canada, one of them. Love that song. Here's Washington playing it back. Coming down deep. Florida just doesn't want to give up another one here. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Back to the point. Over to Ovechkin. He sends it cross ice. Looking to come back in the front. They do, but it's knocked away by the Florida defense. Back to the point. Over to Ovechkin. He actually went for a pass there. And that's going to kill the end of the power play. Big shot. Oh, my gosh. And it got through Bobrovsky's glove and just hit the side of the net. Last minute of play in this hockey game. This good old hockey game. The best game we can play. It's the good old hockey game. 45 seconds. The countdown is on. The fans are going wild. And here come the Caps again. They score. Washington chips it up and over a sprawled out Bobrovsky. Garrett Hathaway. Oh, baby. Can't believe he gets the goal within the last minute to put the Caps up 6-1. That song reminds me of So I Married an Axe Murderer. Nice.
Oh,
and that's the cherry on top. That is right. Unbelievable. The Caps absolutely schmammering the Panthers, much like Florida did in game 2, where Florida had a big lead. Washington absolutely getting it done today. Florida took game 1 5-1. Washington says, yeah, we can do that too. They come back putting a 6 up on the board. 30 seconds to go. The Washington crowd is standing. They're banging on the glass. There have been a lot of blowouts in the third game of the first. There have been a lot of high scores in this first round so far. Bobrovsky is going to catch the puck out of the air and hold on to it. We're going to get a whistle. 14.6 seconds left to go. Congratulations, Washington Capital fans. Your team has done it today. They came to play and they got it done. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. for game 4 of the Leafs and the Lightning. And I hope that this game is as exciting as this one started out to be before Washington took over the end of this third period. Washington just playing catch with the puck. They're holding it. That's going to do it. The horn goes. It's officially into the record books. That is the game. I can take off our intermission sign if I can find it. There it is. There it is. Way to go, everybody. Thank you for hanging out this afternoon. Maybe a surprise cup winner this season. We'll have to see, Mel. We'll have to see. It's a long road to the cup. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate it. Dean with the Ghost Stars. The final score, excuse me, Washington 6, Florida 1. Here are all your goal scorers. Jonathan Huberdeau, his first from Duclair and Ekblad. TJ Oshie, his second from Ovechkin and Carlson. Marcus Johansson, his first from Mantha and Backstrom. TVR, Trevor Van Riemsdyk, his first from Johansson and Backstrom. The grade 8, Alex Ovechkin, his first from Shiri and Mantha. Carlson, his first. Whoops, they just moved the screens on me. Carlson, his first from Eller. And Garrett Hathaway, his first from Larson. Shots ended up being pretty equal, 31-30 in favor of the Caps, 55% to 45% in the faceoff circle in favor of the Panthers. Florida 0 for 3 on the power play. Washington 2 for 6. Florida just spending way too much time in the box. Florida, though, comes back. They take the lead, 50 hits to 44 for Washington, 14 blocks and 5 giveaways for the Panthers, 12 blocks and 9 giveaways for the Caps. From all of us here at the Samwelb12 family, thank you so much for coming in, hitting the like 70 times. All of our new subscribers, all of our new friends, all of our channel members, thank you so much. Oliver coming in just like that at the end. Thank you, Oliver. And that's actually going to do it, I think, put us up to our goal. Let me do a quick refresh here. 1630. We did it. Thank you, Oliver. Thanks to you and all of our channel members for your memberships. I appreciate it. All of our mods, thank you for doing such a superior job as always. We'll see you guys tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Leafs, Lightning. Share that stream out. It's scheduled now. Do me a favor. Go share it out. Let's have a big party tomorrow. We'll see you then. Thank you. Good afternoon. And we'll see you real soon.